Oh, 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 oh. Edges lay, hoop swing, lip gloss and a laugh. I walk in like Sunday, but I've been through some wrath. They see soft, see sweet, figure I'm easy to bend. They don't see me in the mirror trying to hold my own head. Don't let my smile fool you. I've been breaking in the
The only way you counteract institutional racism is to build power inside your community to counteract it. You cannot counteract it through individual approaches. That means that the knowledge that you acquire here, you must bring back to the black community to benefit that community instead of going to work for IBM, General Motors, or Gulf Oil, or some corporation like that that does not begin to benefit black people, only benefits you and this country, because it helps to perpetuate the lies about a democracy. So that's, I think, one of the major differences between black power and what they call integration. And it's so-called integration because if you knew anything about integration, you would know it's a two-way stream. It's a two-way stream. And I haven't seen any white people fighting to get into your schools from Georgia. I haven't seen any in Mississippi fighting to go. So what they're doing is draining from our communities the best that we have. Because you know, in order to go to their schools, we got to send the best representative we have. So they take the very best from our schools and send them over there to sit with their uncivilized children. Their parents throw bricks and bottles at us so we can walk through and sit next to them. Later for the white community, let them civilize themselves. We've got our own problems. That's what you're. In the city of Atlanta, we have advocated a political program in terms of independent politics. The population of this city is 40% black, adult. We can control this city. If black people had guts, we would come together and independently organize that force, that 40% force. And while white people were fighting between the Democrat and Republican Party, we would take over this city lock, stock, and barrel. That's black power. That's black power. You ought to recognize how this city lies. When, what's that big-headed fellow's name? Maddox. When Maddox ran against the progressive racist who's now mayor of this city, Ivan Allen, Maddox received more votes in the white community than did Allen. Do you know that? And the Negro leadership of this town told black people to vote for Allen. And it is our votes that put Allen into office. And you call this a progressive town where most of the white people voted for Maddox. And the very first thing that Allen did was to move us out from the Boulevard section and build $1 million stadium and didn't even worry to find houses for us. That's because we are not organized as an independent force to stop the abuses of power that is penetrated upon us. And if we're about to stop them, we must organize ourselves independently. I guess we can stop and go on for questions. McNamara says,
How about you? All right, and if I can see some hands.
It is precisely because Dr. Du Bois recognized the humanity of mankind that he gave up on this damn country. It is precisely because he recognized that. And if you are to read Dr. Du Bois' writings after 1904, and you could even start with The Soul of Black Folk, which is 1904, 1905, and 1906, his collective of essays, it shows clearly that he begins to deviate from that conception. He was the man who helped to start the NAACP with the Niagara Convention and left the NAACP over the same ideological questions. It is clear in my mind, it is crystal clear in my mind that what white America wants and her Negro allies is to make black people the moral conscience of this country, and they have no right to do it. This country is immoral. White people made it immoral. It is their job to clean it up. We have to worry about ourselves for a change.
Mr. Carmichael doesn't strengthen his case or anybody else's by saying that he wants to become immoral like other people too, because they are immoral.
No good, baby. I've said very clearly, it is not our job to make America moral, white America. We are to be concerned with us. That is not to say that one imitates onto the level of immorality. It is precisely in the concept of black power that you state black people stop imitating white society, but rather begin to create for themselves, because white society has nothing to offer us. Its entire society is based on what is anti-black, clearly. And that is the trick bag that black people have always followed by trying to imitate white America. That is not to say you stoop to her morality, you forget about her.
I'd really like to ask two questions. First, I'd like to ask Reverend Williams, perhaps I misunderstood what you said. I think I heard you say that the new housing code has been drawn up to cause Negroes to live in one area. And I'd like, did you say anything about the housing code?
No, I said nothing about a housing code. I said some 10 or more years ago, there was a sort of unwritten agreement with certain people in this town that Negroes would live in the West Side.
Oh, okay. And I wanted to ask you also, I thought you said that poverty remains because we lack the will to do something about it. And if you did make that statement, I'd like to ask you to explain this will.
What I said was that this nation is rich enough, it has sufficient technological understanding and know-how to eliminate and to alleviate poverty. The only reason poverty remains with us is that the nation lacks the will, power to go ahead and do something about it. And all I mean by will, it wants to do it.
And I want to comment about your last questions. I think that Dr. Williams is naively incorrect about his assumptions about poverty. Poverty is well calculated in this country. That is why it exists. This is the richest country in the world. If they wanted to get rid of it, they would. They would. There's a difference between will and calculated, because my next statement is the calculators of poverty run this country. That's the difference. That's the difference. You've got to understand that. That means the people who are rich continue to run this country, and they're not going to turn it over to poor people. There's a difference between will. No, will implies that they really want to, but you know, they're sort of nice guys, but they don't have the umption to do it, see? And calculated means that you have it planned that people stay poor, and that the people who run the country have it planned that way. There's a big difference. Now, I say that is precisely the teachings that America teaches black people. And that for us to begin to have a new concept of ourselves, we must negate all of the teachings that white America has taught about black people. That is number one. You then say, number two, that you move within your own group to organize yourself independently first, and then decide what is it your group wants. Then you can move on. In the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, we feel that the third world is going to be important to relationships around this world, because we don't bite our tongue. We say the United States is the aggressor in Vietnam, and will not only be the aggressor in Vietnam, but will be the aggressor in San Domingo, the Dominican Republic, South Africa, Ghana, wherever they go. They exploit, rape, and plunder non-white people. Therefore, it is to our advantage to understand outside of the world the relationship then of the non-white world to us, since our philosophy and ideology cannot come from the white world. Our very introduction to this country was that of slavery. We were brought here not for our benefit, for the benefit of white people. The overall economic program of this country in the last 20 years has widened the gap between black people and white people. That means that the overall economic program of this country does not benefit black people. And you can go right on down the line. It just shows that wherever this country has gone, it's moved against us, against us. The war in Vietnam is against us. McNamara says he's going to draft. It is clear to me that he's putting them on the front lines, and that we have to understand the very people who, you know who Spelman was named after, don't you? Well, you know what I think about him, don't you? Well, Rockefeller is the cat who gives a lot of money to this college. You call him a philanthropist. He ain't nothing but a thief. He steals money from South Africa. The Rockefeller Empire controls the Chase Manhattan Bank, which controls the economy of South Africa. And the money that he steals from black people in South Africa, he gives to you, so you can keep your mouth shut. Du Bois said that.
I want to ask Mr. Carmichael a question. He is a very gifted young man at innuendo. He is a very...
One of my problems is that our so-called Negro leaders have never taught nonviolence among us, where it belongs, where it should start. we should begin to learn nonviolence among us. But certainly, Dr. Williams, I do not think you can deny the fact that while most students, especially girls, wear their Nat and Nola cream to look light and bright, it certainly has some psychological effect upon them, that whenever your colleges pick homecoming queens, they're always light, bright, and you certainly could not deny the fact that a beautiful woman in this country is someone who has got a thin nose, thin lips, stringy hair, and is white. You certainly cannot deny that. So the opposite of that, which is us, broad nose, thick lips, black with nappy hair, is ugly. And that what you have to do then is to begin to say that white people set the criteria for beauty for the white race. We will define the criteria for beauty for the black race. All right. After having said a definition where black people are not ashamed of themselves, then they can begin to come together. That's what white folk don't want. Dig it? Now, you have them come together as a unified force. You're absolutely wrong in your thinking if you think a majority ever rules a country. It is a unified minority. Everybody knows that. And if in Atlanta, Georgia, you got 40% of the people united, you have the largest minority united. The black people in this country represent the largest minority. That's what the real trouble is. We control 100 congressional districts in this country outright by our numbers, and we produce it like rabbits every day. So that it is crystal clear that by sheer number you have a unified minority. You can control effectively all sorts of political decisions that affect your people as a need, so that you can certainly move then politically. Once you control the politics of your community, you can begin to control the economics. Oh, one other thing is that Dr. Williams just tried to imply, like most white folk do, that, you know, them kids in SNCC, they just yell black power, ain't got no sense. So I just want to read to you some stuff that you don't even read. This comes from what is entitled the 20 largest stockholders records in member banks of the Federal Reserve System, House of Representatives, Subcommittee on Domestic Finance, Committee on Banking and Currency, Washington, 1964, page. What?
Do you?
I'm sure you wouldn't
I want to ask. Do you teach nonviolence?
No. As a matter of fact, we say in SNCC, if a white man try to shoot us, we're going to kill him before God get the news. So we say, if white people don't want to be shot, let them keep their hands off of us. Our black parents made us. No white people won't chastise us. Don't chastise us. No, I do not teach nonviolence.
In regards to
You don't, first of all, you shouldn't say 10%. I have a thing about that, because I think white folks lie. I know black people more than 10%. I just know it. That's right. That's right. I know we more than 10%, because we in every major city, we in the Army, we in the South, and we still multiply. We got to be more than 10%. That's the first thing. But secondly, you don't have to be concerned about 10%. You're not asking for this country. You're asking for the right to govern and to rule your community. That's what you're asking. You're asking for white people to stop exploiting you.
And that, folks, is how you do a 20-minute intro. No, it was only 10 minutes this time. Hold on. Uno momento. I know y'all been waiting. Hold on. And you might have wondered, hey, what does that have to do with anything? That it has everything to do with what we're talking about. Absolutely. Welcome to the show. You know why we're here. I gotta get the media assets. There we go. Welcome to the show. All right. Yeah, you know what this is. Yeah. All right. Now I feel better. I just had to set the mood. All right. That was our good brother, Carmichael. Right? If you don't know anything about that brother, I don't know what to tell you. I should revoke your black card. Yeah. But he was talking about our community engagement, right? And at what levels and how we should be engaged in our communities. And the most important thing that we should do is galvanize in our communities. Last night the other night when I said that we should form a supermajority group of the people from District 1, the people from District 2, and the people of District 3. I don't care if you're a Democrat or a Republican. It don't matter, because when you walk outside, we all see the same shit. Now, it matters if you're a Republican and you don't mind seeing that same shit. It matters if you're a Republican and you want to see that same shit. We don't count you, or Democrats, right? What we need you to do is organize Districts 1, 2, and 3 and galvanize and become the largest Black voting bloc in Alexandria. That way, the Pentecostals can't tell you who to vote for or who should be your mayor. That way, nobody in District 4 or District 5 can tell you who the mayor should be. Because when's the last time Districts 1, 2, or 3 produced a mayor? I'll wait. Yeah, exactly. Never. Y'all don't think it's y'all turn? You don't think it's your turn? Okay. All right. Whatever. I'm with whatever you with. I'm with whatever you with. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, you got Cowboy Jock over here handling y'all real bad. Let's go ahead and play the beautiful bean footage.
Right. So bathroom upgrades, kitchen cabinets, flooring. I mean, that's.
Hold on.
So they're doing that now.
That's currently happening.
Yeah, because when you
get it together now.
800,
yeah, and I see
3,000. Right
I mean, I passed by in that morning, passed by that afternoon, the whole house was gutted out.
I did see that. I saw it.
So
Yeah,
that's
the
community
greenhouse.
development. That is this.
So that's part of that program.
That's correct. And then just across the street, I think we did a demo, or maybe just a block down, like a week or two ago.
Next to the church. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're rolling down 3rd Street at the moment.
Okay.
We're happy with the progress.
All right. And how many houses do you think you will be able to do this for?
So the home major rehab,
Yeah.
that one's I think for 15 houses.
15 houses.
I mean, that money
Goes quick.
can only exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. You can imagine.
It's kind of first come, first serve.
I believe with qualified applicants, there's an income qualification that was run last year, I believe.
And how long does it take for a person to be approved?
I'm not exactly certain about that. I mean, they do them in batches. There'll be one big application period, run the program, evaluate the program to see if you want to try to do that again. Because we've done lead rehab programs, these home minor rehab. You have to be kind of nimble with this program. That's why every year we have a new plan, and you see the adjustments over time.
And this major renovation, this is the first time we're doing this.
I'm not certain of that, to be honest. I don't believe it's the very first time, but we have been doing a lot of minor rehabs
So years ago.
and also putting money into rental developments.
So, Mr. Smith, can I just ask you this?
So remember that whole thing I read to y'all about HUD Section 3 last night? Well, those activities have been taking place. You just haven't been included. You just haven't been included. They've been renovating things. They could have included you guys. They could have said, hey, we need some apprentices, electricians, people willing to learn, people that want to get paid, that work hard. They could have included you. They just didn't. Literally just didn't. So, yeah.
When you all have a project that's coming up for the constituents, can you actually send an email to our clerk so that we can know the time and date when this is going to take place, so we can notify the constituents that has actually been contacting me that may have missed out because I didn't know, when the projects was going to take place.
Absolutely, we'll commit to that.
Application opening for new projects?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
I believe it was at Bolton Avenue Community Center last time. Yeah, absolutely, we can do that, of course. Yeah.
Thank you.
So let me say this: when it comes to projects that the community development department has, they're on the 3rd floor, y'all, the utility building downtown on Murray Street, right? So what they do is, this is their process when they want to do lead, or if they want to do windows or roof. They do those things. Like, it's not often that they do it. They do it ever so often, and they have an application process. And the question was it first come, first serve? And yes, it is. Because yes, it is first come, first serve, because there are several people that work on those cases, and some of them papers they don't even look at. So it'd be lots of applications, like hundreds of them, and they choose who they want to choose. I've seen them do it. So the things that she's asking, they've been doing these things in the community development department. This lets you know that you don't know all the services that the city of Alexandria offers. Because if people have been hitting you up about roofing, all you had to do was contact the community development department if you knew what they do, right? And you could get it that way, because she's asking for him to send her the information on it. But the information, you know that you've been on the council though all this time and you don't know this. Y'all have to know if your constituent, that's what she said, if your constituent comes to you and they have a certain issue, trash, whatever the case may be, the city of Alexandria offers those services. All you got to do is go to the website. So,
you know what? They would benefit from having what was that thing we looked at that Garden District has? Political liaison.
So,
you know what?
That public group you're talking about?
Hold on. Garden District. Yeah, hold on. Let me pull it up. Because they got somebody. Yeah, the Garden District Neighborhood Foundation. They got a whole position that's just about political interface. They got a direct line to the city.
And they ask questions that were in the info packet. That lets me know that you're not even looking at it, because why would you ask if there was roofing and all? Yes, that comes with it. If you read it. It also tells you how many homes they plan on using the funds for a home buyer. And it's supposed to be 10 to 15. But again, they save over $500,000 saying that, oh, we have this amount of money because it can roll over, right? It's not like the city's budget where if you don't use it, you lose it. But that lets me know, okay, so you're saying that you want to stack up the money, right? For different things, but like, I want to see who y'all approve, how many people y'all approve. Like, they need an audit on that. Because this report that they send in yearly is just a copy and paste, and they just update the numbers.
Yep. If y'all was organized like them, you got a city government and business affair liaison. You know what I mean? And they can work with the neighborhood beautification liaison. Right? And they can get together, you know what I'm saying? If you had all these places, all these people in places, I'm telling you, we're thinking about it, we're talking about it, we're saying it, but districts 1, 2, and 3, y'all need to form a super majority voting block. You're already 55% of the city. Why not use it? Get the people involved. I mean, come on, folks.
Yeah,
That's easy.
This is quite nice. They have a youth and education committee. Like city government and business affairs. That would mean to me, that means somebody from the neighborhood group got to be at the meetings, some of the meetings to let everybody know what's going on. This is actually a really good idea.
It's a great idea.
Every neighborhood should have this. And it's a little diverse. It got different ages in it. So
hold on.
It's pretty good.
Let me show y'all again, because we're using examples, right? He's the beautification guy who said he wants to keep it historically accurate, minus the black nannies and house tenders, of course. Right? So your director of youth education serves as a liaison to schools and the youth program.
Oh, come on. Really?
Mm-hmm. Director of City Government and Business Affairs. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. That's how you do it. Are they active though?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're just not there. They're just not posting online. But they're definitely active. They didn't do all this for nothing.
That's pretty cool. Communicate with ABD, fire, and that's pretty damn good.
I forgot you live in District 4.
Yeah, this is 2 though, right?
It's the Garden District.
Garden District, but Garden District kind of big. I feel like 2. I think it's
no. They erased all that.
See, I'm confused right now. We don't even know which map we going off of.
The Garden District is 4. Yeah, you're right. We don't know what map we're going off of.
You won't know what map we're going off of.
Gerrymandered back in the District 4. They didn't want to split it up.
Oh, because ain't her house in Garden District?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
This nice. Look, I like to see. They ain't gonna want me in there. Look.
I mean, you were already in there.
And I'm not in the group. I am not in the Garden District group.
Oh. Okay. Well,
it's pretty damn good though.
Yeah, it's pretty smart. There's one has his neighborhood group. I remember there used to be meetings at a church. Hold on. Let me put the comment on the screen real quick. Does one have a neighborhood group? I remember there used to be meetings at a church. Was it Homewood, I think? I'm not sure. Oh, wait. Yeah, it's confusing. I was 2, but recently discovered I was Lizzie Mandered in the 4. He was Lizzie Mandered in the 4.
Damn, not Lizzie Mandered.
Not Lizzie Mandered. Damn. Well, y'all should get on the Garden District. What you call it?
I don't think they like this.
Oh. Well. Okay. All right.
I'm too much of a realist. I don't know, man.
You're a realist?
We're not as we got to get down to it. Get down and ugly. We don't care.
Okay, I got you, baby. Listen, I'm with you.
Couple of comments, Mr. Lawberdane. This is the first time, so there's going to be 748,500 for these new construction opportunities in home ownership. That is in direct.
Keep listening, right? He's telling you these are new constructions, and I explained to you last night what HUD Section 3 is supposed to do, right? But instead of filtering the money back into the community by finding good workers who will do the work, who are willing to be trained, an apprenticeship and all that other stuff, instead of filtering that money back into the community, they're keeping it amongst themselves. That's your city government doing that. And as we read last night in the HUD Section 3, guess who can qualify as a HUD Section 3 business? City governments. But he's telling you there's millions of dollars that are being, well, several hundred thousands of dollars that is being spread around everywhere except for the community. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I forgot what I said. No, they can or they can't.
Yeah, absolutely they can. They just ain't. Because they won't. I guess they can't. I guess they won't. That's why they front. That's how I know my look is out of like, I'm sorry.
Direct both translation and as compelled by the executive order I issued about home ownership to start pivoting them. So that's why you're seeing a big move toward the ownership side. That is in direct response to our comments that the two of us have been given to them. They are complying with that order. They have done considerably different work here. I didn't quite catch it. I heard that there was some discussion about use of terms. We don't use the term slum. I think I've given one speech in my life where I've commented about the use of that term as being an inappropriate term, that it's sort of been left to history to not be used. I would point out that I don't know that there's comment. I'm assuming there's some public comment about it.
Now, come on, man. Why does that man consistently play in our face?
I was sitting there looking right at him. We made eye contact. Because I was waiting to say I said it. Shit.
You should have.
He shimmied his behind right downstairs after when I was talking to Daniel, since Shirley Brandon didn't want to come with her big lazy ass. So I talked to Daniel.
He's
the
up,
planning director, and she's the community services director. She sent the form to Daniel.
The term was, they referred to our neighborhoods where Black people live as slum and blighted areas. And they wrote that in their HUD report for the 2026-2027. Now, yesterday we talked about how he sat up there and lied and said, well, you know, it was the last administration that started using it. We just never changed it. We just didn't want to change it. It was like, yeah, whatever.
When we gonna stop blaming other people, you know?
This is, you know what?
Like, you ain't been in office 16 years.
This is the same thing as Trump blaming Biden for everything.
And Obama. We just won't leave him alone. That man is not in office no more.
Right.
You in office.
You in office.
A new consultant came on in the previous administration, not mine, and that new consultant, it's my understanding, adopted those terms. I had long ago. So let me make 2 points. One, the terms are legal terms. They're actually.
You know what? So here's the problem, right? For those of you that can't read a room. The problem is Jock has they use that term. What you did when you exposed them the usage of that term, and he saw the backlash of it, because they're not culturally sensitive, because they've never considered Black folks anything other than ratepayers. They didn't know how upsetting it actually was. They didn't know if we were, just blowing smoke, or were we actually upset? And a lot of those people were actually literally upset, right?
Yeah, they were. They definitely were. But
rightfully so.
They were so mad they had a meeting the next day. But also the next day after that, nobody showed up to this meeting. So I'm gonna just leave that at that. You can't complain when, I don't even want it.
Well, first off, it's a legal term. Is it illegal?
Yeah, they kept saying it's a federal term,
see,
and that's
and it doesn't matter whether it is or not, because it's still because you got to remember, like I said, if you know the history of the federal government and Black people, for Black people, these terms are comfortable for them to use. They don't see it as being offensive because, again, it doesn't affect them. So it's easy. That's just like using the N-word, right? That's just like using a minority as a word. Minority is really offensive. We take it as, we labeled everything whenever it comes to us, minority.
The word, Miss Jackson, it was the slum. They said slum / blight. Like, we know what blight is. But slum, you know it. Look, slum.
You're comparing our communities to a third world country?
When I
Yeah,
stayed in
that's
1, 2, and 3, it wasn't the
exactly.
slums. So if it's the slums now and you've been in the office 16 years, who's to blame?
Exactly. There you go. It doesn't
So
matter. He quickly always goes and always blames somebody else.
Well, he's talking about definitions, right?
yeah.
So the UN definition is the United Nations defines a household as a slum if it lacks at least one of these durable housing, sufficient living space, secure land tenure, safe drinking water, or adequate sanitation. The general traits, often termed informal settlements, slums frequently feature overcrowded living conditions, poor structural integrity, and elevated risk of crime and health hazard. On a global scope, an estimated 1 in 7 people globally live in a slum. Well-known examples include Kibera, which is in Nairobi, Makoko in Lagos, and Davari in Mumbai.
Those are real slums, and I don't say it in a bad way, but those are real slums. Like they got it real bad, out there versus what we have in America.
They usually emerge due to rapid rural to urban migration, a lack of affordable public housing, and widening economic inequality.
There you go.
Impact and solutions. The challenges residents face continuous cycles of economic hardships, vulnerability to natural elements like flooding or fires, and higher rates of preventable diseases. Upgrading. Experts generally advocate for slum upgrading, which focus on legalizing land rights, bringing in infrastructure, paved roads, and plumbing. Yeah, slums don't even have paved roads.
And the idea, that's why I say you got to listen to it's illegal and it's federal. It's still that's how they consider us. The federal government considered us in those ways.
A slum is a derogatory term, right? It's a derogatory term for a highly populated urban residential. That's why they felt so moved and compelled to come down.
Yes, exactly. Don't get it twisted. They know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're saying too.
But slums do have brown water.
Yes, they do. They do.
What's another word for slum? Depending on the context you're trying to convey, a neighborhood district.
Ghettos.
Oh, the ghetto, not the ghetto.
The ghettos. Like not the word ghetto, but the ghettos. Because they use that word in Jamaica.
Let's see. Descriptive phrases. Blighted area, neighborhoods.
You see that word? Dump?
Yeah, a dump, a tenement. Yeah. Blighted area, poverty-stricken neighborhood. Right? And you know what else? Because I'm glad we're taking this look at this, right? Because there's multiple reasons. The reason why we think Jock Nim jumped on this to try to put that fire out, it's varied across the board, right? It could be for the sake of trying to save face during this campaign season. It could be. It could also be the fact that it caught so much attention because they were going to continue. They've been using it. It was on last year one and the year before that 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 and the year before that. Because we're now at the end of his tenure, this 4 years, and allegedly he's saying Jeff Hall was using it. So they were using this damn near 10 years ago. I guess old habits die hard. Okay, hold on. Let me get to the comments. Let me see. Okay, hold on. Blight is blight, period, right? Slum, oh, I get it. Yeah, like the area on Enterprise, but yet contract to build houses by D.R. Horton, but nothing being done with the abandoned buildings in this area. They're going to burn down. The slum is created by leadership. Well, they live in the slums because they have brown water. This is true. But no, wait a minute. They don't have brown water. I still find it either they built those homes on Enterprise. It's probably because the land was cheap, or it was a good old boy deal where somebody sold the land to the city and the city just had to do something with it. You know, you see, they said they had to spend the money. They had to spend the money. But again, what economic opportunities is the city creating for the Black people? None. But what economic opportunities are they creating for Pan American, for Yankee Clipper, for plenty? They go out of their way.
Man, when they do bids, y'all, they choose the same people, bro. Like, you got to go through that info packet. Like, they choose, and Pan American, they have contracts with the Rapides Parish Police Jury and also with the city. They own this place, man. Pan American, the POA, who else started the P? They own the city. The police.
A densely populated, usually urban area marked especially by poverty. So wait a minute. So you know that there's poverty in these areas, and you still created the Reignite program.
That's exactly why. This is exactly why I say the things that I say. We say the things that we say about this $80 million to $100 million project. Jacques Ward threw in our face the Reignite project, and he's already spending money on it. And you see that they're calling our neighborhoods slum and blight. So if we have slum and blight communities, why the hell are you taking our 80 to 100 mil to do a BS project when we have other needs? Y'all got to make it make sense. So when we say stuff like that, they ain't got nothing to say.
You're not supposed to be saying it anyway.
What?
Whatever you just said.
Why not?
Oh, exactly. All right. So they said hospital.
Backstage.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's going on, baby?
Ain't nothing. You know, when they say the word slums, what they're not saying is the slums are created by neglect. You know, when you look at the ditches, brown water, the flooding issues, that's neglect. And just like they do in the third world countries, when something bad happens, the neglected areas are the ones to suffer the most. So when it rains and you turn on your water faucet and brown water come out of there, that's neglect, because that's not going to happen on in District 4 and 5. It might happen in parts of 4, but it's not going to happen in District 5. And that's pure neglect. You can't call me, hey, you N-word, and then say, oh, I didn't say nigger, I just said N-word. So when they change the terminology to target areas, they're still saying the slums.
It don't make no difference. That word actually is in there. It's a target area slum. Like, it's all three of them words is in there. So which one?
All right, so check it out. I asked because, you know, I'm all about data centers, right? I'm just joking. Mm-hmm. But the formation of slums, I said, how are slums created? Right? The formation of slums is driven by several intertwined factors. Rapid urbanization and migration as populations shift from rural areas to cities seeking better jobs and education. The massive influx of people overload the formal housing market. Okay, that doesn't apply. Lack of affordable housing. City planners often fail to build or zone for low-income housing, leaving marginalized groups with no choice but to construct their own shelters.
So, well, wait a minute, Tavares. You remember Mr. Porter tried to make it what they had affordable homes that they can buy. But they said, no, we'd rather them be in the slums. You see when I say it's creative?
Yeah, I see what you did.
It's creative.
Yeah, don't forget they said that. Poverty and informal.
They said no.
Widespread poverty and reliance on informal, low-paying jobs make formal housing and rent entirely unattainable for large segments of the population. Insecure tenure. Informal settlements frequently sprout up. That doesn't. It kind of does. Informal settlements frequently sprout up on unowned, abandoned, or hazardous land, steep slopes, floodplains, or near industrial zones where residents lack legal property, the rights, or title.
Industrial zones. You remember that? You know that plant right there on Willow Glen Street?
You talking about where the Creosote plant was?
The Creosote plant, and then the brick place right there.
The Hodges Stockyard?
Yeah, the Hodges Stockyard. So these are created. So if you're going to call them the slum, then bastard, you need to be the slum lord then.
They are the
because you've been there 20 years.
That's what
That's
what I've been trying to get people to understand. If there's going to be a slum, there has to be a slum lord.
Because it can't be a slum without a slum lord.
So who owns the majority of the real properties out there?
Somebody that don't stay out there.
Somebody in District 5.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody in District 4.
So this stuff, and for only one district to say something about it, that's a problem. You know, but now nobody can come to the city council meeting. I don't know what to do. Sometimes you got to just chuck the tail in. Man, look here. I'm not scared of every person that shit between two shoes. I'm going to put it like that, not mean it like that. This stuff that they got to come with their hat tucked in their head and old Master Jack Boy shit, this out of it's pathetic. It's pathetic. But the slums are created, and you have slum lords to create this problem. You say they say about the jobs. We don't have no jobs in Alexandria that pay a livable wage. So if it ain't livable wage, then guess what it is? It's leaning towards the slums.
Oh, it's slave wages if it's not livable.
There you go.
It's slave wages. You can't. There ain't no way around that. You slave.
So that, like you say, it was a famous rapper that said, and I quote: "You can put lipstick on a pig,
but it's still
pork."
Oink oink. Oink oink. Boy, that line gonna stick with you forever, man. I can't even find that song. Well, I'm beside and deep sea diving. I reside with the beat. The last decade plus I was survived the years survived good. The last decade plus I survived being deprived of good sleep. Oh man, I was right on there.
You see? So hey, it's still pork. So this stuff about target areas is still the same as slum lords. N-word nigga. I say whore, you say hoe. You say more, I say more. What's the difference?
Well,
what's the difference?
One of us is black and one of us is white.
You see, and all the reason they doing that right now is because of election time. That's all. It's a scam.
It's a scam. We being tricked. It's a trick. It's a trick.
In the HUD statute. So they're in both the regulation and by statute, and they define them a little differently, but they go together. They certainly don't mean the most negative version, but it's a word like other words. It brings on a negative thing.
It's just a word like other words, like the word. The word is just a word. It's the bird. The bird is the word.
But do you understand how they're devoid of how that word is powerful? Do you see how he says it's just a word?
It's just a word.
And he doesn't understand it impacts. If my address is in that area, what he calls slums, then guess what that does for me? How does that make me feel?
It shouldn't make you feel no type of way. It's just a word.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's it's just a word. Let me stop.
You feel like Florida Evans on Good Times. No sense of hope.
Exactly.
All right, hold on.
When that goddamn
I first saw
before it pop open.
Somebody gonna lose an eye. That's what Mr. Porter said. Y'all need
to look like?
What?
He look like a bag of Lay's potato chips.
Easter suit on.
I think he's going through a crisis. I think he's going through a crisis, y'all. Because I don't think he.
Well, we've been going through a crisis for 6
We all going through a crisis. The hell?
I'm not trying to be sympathetic toward the man. I'm just saying. I was just saying. That yellow jacket is that's messed
it's
up.
old now. They get, I don't know what. Why you put it?
Stop. You being messy.
Oh no, we live in the slums. Remember, it's just a word. It's just a picture.
Just put his face with a Lay's logo.
Oh, come on now. You got the diabolical laugh now? It came so natural.
You got Daniel looking better than he do. His suit fit. It ain't wrinkled.
They need to switch jackets.
They need.
And y'all, to make it so bad, y'all, why did this one word make them act so? We got them out of character. They had to just really fight. And just one word. She shook up the whole city council meeting with this one word.
Because.
And you know what? Cynthia Perry didn't even say, "Hey, look, you don't need to call them people that."
Yeah, didn't open up her mouth. Didn't say. None of them did. Actually, to be honest with you, none of them did.
Nobody did.
Yeah, well, Malcolm told her, you know.
Because words what did they say? Words are spells.
Malcolm did tell him shit. Words matter, motherfucker.
Words matter.
They do. If you constantly say the same thing over and over again, and you're using that word, that's why I say you think about what you're saying to a group of people. You're minimizing their existence by saying because of their circumstances, which a lot of it is beyond their control.
Yeah.
When you're steady saying these bad things about them, how do you think that makes them feel?
And a lot of them can't leave. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like,
they can't afford to leave.
I stay in District 4, right? But I'm in a 2-person household. If it was just me, I don't know where, you know what I'm saying? I don't know where I'll be able to afford to stay at. But again, why would we want to stay in a neighborhood like that? Why? Just because of the cheap rent, the house is messed up, the crime is terrible. You know, they don't complain in 4 and 5 though.
If you think about it, right?
That's why
that is considered spell work. For those of you that walk in the spiritual world, when you write something down and you attach it to something, you're literally doing spell work on them.
Exactly.
Spelling out a word to put attached to them.
Slums.
A slum. And you know what the definition of a slum is, and as long as it's okay to call it a slum, it's gonna be okay to keep it a slum.
Exactly. Like I could say we grew up in the projects. I can say we grew up in the ghetto because actually certain areas were ghetto where I lived at.
Yeah.
But I didn't use that word. I used projects because we did live in those 14-story projects. But they were considered low income.
Yeah.
So I do understand that.
Yeah, Miss C, it's to the point now, Miss C, like it used to be cool staying in the hood because they took care of their homes. You know what I'm saying? Like the people that stay in the hood, they want to, especially in the village, Acadiana Village, you know, they and I was raised over there, you know what I'm saying? So they those older people, they'll give their homes to their kids because I didn't heard this story.
Exactly.
A kid or a family member, they don't take care of it no more. You know what I'm saying? They don't take care of the car, they don't take care of the house. And then a lot of them houses end up being rent houses. You know, so they just end up the Acadiana Village, the village look bad, man.
I hadn't been there in a long time because we used to live in the village.
All the older folks, they don't.
Like night look the best though to me, honestly, when it comes to the slum and blight, because 1 and 3 looks real bad.
Yeah, Acadian Village.
Yeah,
you know, if you lived in Acadian Village back then, that was the thing. You know, you lived in a nice area.
Yeah,
y'all know the story behind Acadian Village, right?
What's the story?
The story is Mr. Lavedan, the lawyer, the father. I think he was like the first family that moved there. Come to find out, those houses mainly had white folks living in. When they found out that white folks, those were low income houses, that was through the HUD programs, they Mr. Lavedan brought that to their attention. So they quickly either start renting those houses out or they moved out and sold those houses. That's why it turned into an all majority black neighborhood.
I mean, there's another side to that story, right? once the first black family moved there,
Mm-hmm.
it was the white flight. They dipped
Yeah,
out.
they all took, they left.
Or, yeah, they all left.
But they weren't supposed to be living there anyway. Because
Right.
they found out that it was illegal for them to live there because they were making above what the money you were supposed to be able to live in that area. Because
Well,
those were houses for affordable housing. It was set up almost like affordable housing.
I tell you what, and this is no offense to anybody that may take offense to it, but the welfare system, the food stamp system, was created in the 30s.
Yep.
Black
Sure
people
was.
didn't get a hold of it until the 60s and the 70s.
Yep.
They had a 30-year jump
Yep.
on food stamps.
Yep. And did you know you had to pay for your food stamps back then? You didn't get a card. Those stamps, those books, back then, Black people had to pay for those books.
Wow.
They were the first one to sell food stamps.
That's right. Sure was. And it was legal. The only way they could get the food stamps was to buy them from the government, from the state. So this is why I guess sometimes I go overboard, because when you look at everywhere there was a leap and bound for them to get a head start on something, they always got a head start.
I'm talking
Always.
about a whole generation's worth of head start.
Yes. Yes.
Go ahead, now what you got?
Yes.
Oh, nothing, man. I got emergency going on, but it's all right. Everything good.
All right.
But this slum stuff right here, for one little young lady to stir up a city council meeting from a word, that should tell the Black people how powerful that word is. Because if it didn't matter, they wouldn't come down.
Now, mind you, Jock
Yeah,
didn't
they
even
wanna
come
change
down.
it.
He didn't come down for the whole meeting.
Exactly. Exactly. So what is so that's what the Black people gotta understand. Words do matter.
Representation.
You're
matters
more
as
than
well.
you're more than what they say they are.
Yeah.
You're more than what they say that you are. But you have to do something about it instead of letting them dictate who represent you in that damn city council meeting. You need to stand up.
That's right.
Damn slums.
Uh-oh.
Slums, that means uneducated.
Yeah.
That means a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Hello?
And there's a lot of
Yeah,
people
Brother
like,
Kevin-
well,
Brother
I think
Kevin
Malcolm was
said-
saying.
Brother
it
Kevin
was like-
said that food stamps turned 87 this week.
Damn.
And we didn't get them till about 50 years ago.
And we really can't get it, man. They so strict on the stamps now. My people got to renew their stuff every 6 months now. You know what I'm saying? Like they are so strict on the stamps, like it's their money, like it's not our money.
But see, the problem is with that is they're trying to slowly but surely do away with it. That's what they don't want us to have access to food.
Yeah.
That's
If you're
because
setting
they
up
done
a-
got-
You see what Governor Landry did with how the hell you gonna tell people not to get drinks and candy for? That's their goddamn business. What they get with their stamps.
Yeah, well, they're doing it now. And we allowed them. We sat back and allowed them to do it with our money. That's our money, regardless of what people say, it's our money.
Yeah.
So we're paying for our money double, actually.
Yeah.
If you pay any type of taxes, any type of state taxes, any type of taxes in the state that you live in, and they have food stamps, guaranteed you're paying for it.
Now, what they don't tell you is how much is food stamps?
There he go. But no,
like a percentage of our taxes that go to food stamps.
No, I'm talking about what percentage of the food stamps is actually a part of our budget.
That's what I just said, Tavares. You just switched it around.
How much? What
I said it's about 1% of our taxes go to food stamps, and they make it sound like it's their whole every bit of your. That's what I work hard for, and we got to give it to them. But you fail to realize if you have a job, and you get food stamps, you're buying your food stamp. Think about it like this, you guys. It's so bad for Americans, which we don't want to talk about, that we have our soldiers that are on food stamps. I remember going to the grocery store with family of 5, and the father was the breadwinner, and they're standing in line with food stamps. Military people are on food stamps.
Do you see
that's how bad it is?
Do you see these numbers? Do you see these numbers?
Yeah. What is that? Probably like $5 to $10, maybe?
No.
That might not even be.
No, listen. Food stamps, officially known as the SNAP program, account for roughly 1.4 to 1.6 of the total federal budget.
Mm-hmm. I'm saying, so if it was like, I'm saying, for, let's say my check is $2,400, that would be like $5 maybe, right? It's like a real small percentage.
No,
maybe
no, baby.
$2.
This is how much the federal dollars go into the food stamp program.
So that's really not
nothing.
That's a goddamn thing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Damn.
But you know what? It's easier to point at a group of people, no cans of soda, but still cookies, ice cream, and snack cakes. It was pointless. You damn right it was.
And seafood too. And seafood too. They be doing them goddamn. I ain't hating. I want a crawfish boil myself, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It doesn't go above 2% of the federal dollars that go in the food stamp program.
But you can't tell ignorant people that. I'm sorry, I'm calling them ignorant because ignorant is lack of knowledge.
They don't like.
Yeah, they don't like. They'll run from a number.
Now it says the federal government funds 100% of the actual food benefits, and while the federal government splits the administrative cost. While the state,
But if the federal, so who pays taxes? Don't we all still pay taxes?
Yeah, I mean, no, I agree.
Yeah. So either way it goes, we're paying for our food double.
I'm trying to point out the fact that they literally are crying about anything and everything. Meanwhile,
they don't want to give us nothing, y'all. I mean, they don't. We can't earn nothing. We can't.
They don't think we deserve it.
We can't be given anything though, and I do mean anything. We're poor. You know, we're begging. We always complaining, but y'all do the same stuff.
They do exactly the same thing. You go to them damn food banks sometimes, see who's in them food bank lines.
If these city contracts ain't government welfare, I don't know what is.
Exactly.
Then they got the nerve, before you play it again, then they got the nerve to hold the money. It's not your money, it's not y'all's money that y'all holding on.
It's not about the money, baby. It's about controlling the economy. They're controlling the local economy.
That whole approval process do not go like that. They will put out the flyer and whatnot, which they don't do KLB. They don't do none of that. Okay, they'll put out the flyer, and next thing you know, I just saw people coming up there. I'm like, damn, where all these people coming up here for? Right? Number of black people though, y'all. I didn't see not one white family. You know what I'm saying? Come up. You had to come up there physically and do the paperwork. It wasn't online. So they did the paperwork. It was given to different people in the department. I'm sorry, they had stacks of them. And when I saw the person come again, that's when I knew they got approved, you know, or whatever. But that document has the qualifications, you know, all of those things. But again, they're holding that money like it's theirs when you're supposed to be giving it out.
Hold on. I'm trying to find when Reddix went up there it was election season, and he called himself trying to get everybody to come up to the Bolton Community Center so that they could fill out the paperwork for the whatchamacallit. And I'm struggling to find it because it's back there. It's way in the cut. But just keep that in mind. Damn, hold on. You know what? Miss Battles was correct. You were correct, Miss Battles. Hold on. Where did she put it at? Boom. Nailed it. I don't think that now this post is 4 years ago. So I'm not saying that they're still doing it. But
who is that?
Huh?
Who is that?
Neighborhood watch meeting in District 1. And it was at Homewood. Miss Battles was correct.
Yeah, but who posted this?
That was Reddix. Of course it was Reddix.
Oh, that was when Reddix was on office. Okay.
Yeah, that was there. Of course it was him trying to.
Started off strong, ended up weak.
You never started out strong.
to me, you know, I was blinded. I thought he was doing a good.
COVID.
I'm talking about that first before he started voting on
Now
stuff.
Hold on, let me see what he said.
Utilities. First it was COVID. Now it's utilities. The stress of going to the mailbox, seeing this.
For 18 years.
That's right, and I paid all the utilities and fixed
Now
up and everything else.
you're 2 months behind on the utilities.
I've been in the hospital for 30 days.
As the sun sets, no person should have to make the choice between paying some of their utilities or buying groceries. Be there this Monday, October the 10th, 6 o'clock p.m. at Homewood Baptist Church at our neighborhood watch meeting, as we will have a specialist on hand to help you analyze your utility bill.
2 months later, they created the Restore Plan. I mean, I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh. I'm not laughing at y'all. I'm just saying. 2 months later, they dropped the.
What a winner.
And mind you, listen, let me show you how deep Jock how far this goes, right? Mind you, when you're looking at the dates, listen, when you're looking at the dates, Jock did not take office until okay, fuck that. The election wasn't until November. The election wasn't until November. This is October. Jock had already got into Reddix's ear about this. The Restore, it was a scam. And the only reason I'm bringing all this up now is because I don't need you to forget. I don't want you to forget. You should never forget. Ever. They were setting you up back then. They were fattening the hog. And you came up there and he talking about some goddamn utility bill specialist. Who? What utility bill specialist? Oh, you mean somebody that Jock sent? Bro, please. I'm just telling you how diabolical he is and how he's willing to use anybody. He'll use anybody. That's why I don't want Gary and Cynthia to feel like they're special, because the second you won't plow that road, he's going to shoot you. He's going to take you in the back and shoot you. You got to pull that plow, champ. That's right. But yes, that's what that if you want to talk about who was on your side, it wasn't him, because 2 months later, he was sitting side by side with Jock on News Channel 5, helping Jock celebrate his big win, telling you about the Restore Plan.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
he
random.
Pulled you. You weren't even the president, or he pulled you.
He wasn't even in office. He knew he was gonna win.
Who wouldn't know?
Jock.
No, I'm talking about when they was a win on KLB.
Yeah, he had just got elected. That was that December. That was December of 2022. This happened in October of 2022. So all this shit was lined up. Jock knew he was going to win. That's why Jock didn't care about campaigning. He knew he was going to win. He knew he was going to beat Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
But
there's a lot of people in that race.
But see, the thing is, I'm wondering. I said that before when he won.
Jeff was in on
I
it,
wonder
right?
if the fit, if it was already. I mean, because he didn't really do a lot of campaigning. He really didn't.
Not. He did not.
And that's strange for someone who's trying to get his seat back.
Jock didn't have to campaign.
Yeah, he didn't because it was already in.
But now we got this. We got this version of
Or Daniel and them had mentioned that people were questioning about it. We went and looked, and so this is being carried over because this is federal law that uses it. It isn't us that came up with using those terms. This is HUD itself that uses the term. Some people may challenge that and tell HUD they need to kind of get up with the times, but I just want you guys to know that one of the things we're bringing shortly is a new consultant to you guys. And so along with.
Why are you steady adding more consultants and this is the end of your tenure?
Don't that person got to get paid?
No, wait a minute. Why all of a sudden you're bringing a new consultant now that this word's been brought up? You weren't talking about that shit before. You weren't talking about hiring no new consultant before. And then on top of that, that's an empty promise because you don't even have to honor that. If you don't want to, it just sounded good.
But he won't get another account for her.
Yeah, well.
With that and some other changes, I think that my administration have always used something like target areas. I don't know exactly, but not slum and block.
Well, Mayor, does HUD care of the terminology we use?
So I think when you get into the definitional stuff, just on the lawyer side, Mr. Lawverdane, since you're one, I would say maybe.
I wanted to throw my water bottle at the screen, but I just remembered that it was my screen, right? Because Jock has this thing. He absolutely hates that Malcolm can match wits with him. He absolutely detests the fact that Malcolm is a lawyer. You know why? Because in Malcolm, Jock sees his opposite. Because Malcolm, much like Jock, has a father that was a great lawyer. Malcolm, much like Jock, has a brother that was a lawyer. And not only just a brother that was a lawyer, that a brother that's a state rep as well. Because Chris Roy was. See, he's intimidated by him. He's intimidated by him. And Malcolm's demeanor would put off that he's not as aggressive as you may think he is. But when Malcolm has you cornered, there's nowhere to go. And you're going to end up saying something stupid, which is, that's genius to me. I don't care what nobody says. If you come across somebody that can literally make you tell on yourself, I don't have to do it. I don't have to do any work. I just ask the right questions. You tell on yourself. And that's what Jock's doing. He's telling on himself.
Maybe you have to kind of get into some of their use, but I know we used target before and it was accepted. So I think we go back to what we want to use. As long as you're defining it as their definition suggests, I would think they won't get caught up on nomenclature that hard. If they do,
it is what it is.
It is what it is, but I just want folks to know that we're not only aware of it, we're aware of language, and this young man is super and hyper aware.
This young man is super intellectual. You mean the guy that just spent the last 30 minutes umming and on that so bad that you had to come down and fix it?
I'm saying, I don't know.
I
mean, he just got there, so I do understand if you don't know certain things, but Shirley should have brought her lazy ass there, and she know it. She the one that produced the document.
Maybe they knew that they were going to bring this up, and she didn't want to be a part of it.
No,
Well, for one thing, they got to keep him shining because they got to he got to push him
Oh,
forward
because he's
in
a
the
new hire,
spotlight.
right? Yeah, he's a new hire.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, that tracks.
Of language. He doesn't want me to say it, but he is. He's somebody who would bring that himself.
What the fuck is he keep on looking over at? He looks over at everybody. It's like he's grabbing that energy that he's just trying to siphon off to get him out of something. So he's grabbing all over.
And say, I don't like this language. So we'll use what we need to use, but we don't. We need you to understand. We weren't for it.
Can I say something? Can I say something real quick? Okay, so you got a new job. Nobody's been training you.
Okay.
Nobody's giving you the up and up on what's going on.
Jobs don't train these days, Miss Luda.
Oh, see, I don't know because
Yeah, jobs don't train these days. That's
I trained and I had people train me. So I don't know. But yeah, the thing is I'm not making no excuses for him because my thing is you got a good position right now. So I think doesn't he get paid over 100,000? So I'm thinking you're worth your salt. Is that how they say it? So that means you should have did some studying.
Oh yeah, you should have been prepared.
You should have been prepared. And even if that word exactly. So even if that word did not get everybody hung up, there shouldn't have been no problem with you standing up there explaining that. You see what I'm saying? Knowledge is very important, right? And the idea that you're new to the job, then that means, like you said, Shamir, he should have set his ass upstairs or sat in that seat and let her come down and handle this. Because to me, let me leave that alone.
And then why Roy always got to save them? All the time he got to save them.
Because it's a control thing.
But you make them look worse though. And let me tell y'all this. When Daniel sat down, when Roy left, he looked towards Roy to see if it was his time to go too.
Yeah, well, see, the thing is, everybody's working hard for their job because as Roy goes, so does he go.
You right, Tavares.
Yeah,
whoever comes in there, they're not keeping them people.
Yeah, they don't have to.
They're not keeping them. The only people that they have to keep is the civil service people because you cannot, you don't have no jurisdiction over their
they
job.
Be classified, I believe, right?
They have to be classified. You're right. But contract workers and all those people that's he hired, they can head out the door.
They can go. Yeah, that's how I go.
Hold on. I'm going through these backlogs of bullshit, and I gotta tell you,
we didn't even finish the video yet. We almost.
Hold on. We gonna get to the video.
That jacket pissing me off because you're not supposed to sit down with a button. I mean, and then you see Daniel when you're standing up, you're supposed to button it. Don't nobody got.
It's opposite day.
Nobody got decorum. I'm not a man, and I know this. You supposed to, when you get up, you're supposed to button it. When you sit down, look at him. He look like a stuffed cheese block or something.
Come on.
Look at the button in the shirt.
He looks like a jalapeno popper.
Yes. A stuffed
I'll leave that man alone with his clothes.
Yellow bell pepper.
Yeah, I'll leave that man alone with his clothes. Y'all are terrible.
Man, look how it's tight like that. I can't even sit down. That thing pressing in his stomach.
Hold on. I got you.
You know when you get done eating and you got to unbutton your pants? That's how his shirt.
He looks like a pair of unbuttoned pants.
No, he look like a pair of button pants when you full.
There. This boy said Donald Trump filed for bankruptcy over 4 times. Walt Disney went bankrupt at least twice. One became president and one became a household name. Both of them were racist.
Existing apart from us.
Sounds good. What matters is every 10 years, we have to evaluate 25%. I mean, there's an objective criteria.
Oh, Kathy was giving him the answers to stuff too, by the way. If y'all
what?
Kathy was giving him the answers to stuff too, by the way.
Who?
Caffrey. Him right there. That's his name, ain't it?
Yeah. You say he was giving them answers.
Yeah. The whole time.
Versus not, whether it's qualified. I think HUD cares a lot more.
Talk about just 1 second again. Make sure they understand.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
I see why your pay went up $4,000 because you do everybody.
You do every goddamn.
in the city.
Hey, shut the fuck up. You're fucking it up, man.
Daniel can't even, he get paid to do what he got to do. You can't even let them talk. You not the planning director.
So let's call it target area and just remember that
It's still the slums.
despite their nomenclature being poor, it's a great opportunity because it allows you to reposition money that might.
Now you got it. Can you dig it?
What'd he say?
Let me run it back.
I mean, there's an objective criteria in how you evaluate a target area versus not, whether it's qualified. I think HUD cares a lot more.
Let's talk about just 1 second again, make sure they understand. So let's call it target area and just remember that despite their nomenclature being poor, it's a great opportunity because it allows you to reposition money that might not meet income levels and other things, and what I call hybridize this to help have a great function.
For a minute, just 1 second. He said sorry to Jock. Did he say?
Yeah, listen.
What the?
I missed that, y'all. I missed that. I was looking at something. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna tell you what's going on behind the scenes. What's
sorry.
going on behind the scenes is Jock is whooping them people ass. Jock is
He cracking the whip.
Yeah, he cracking that whip. But here's the problem that you guys missed. Take my spectacles off for this. He said, the more we call it what it is, the more we're able to get funding for it. And the more funding we're able to get for it, the more able that we are to move that money around. Meaning, if we call District 3 the slums, we can get money for it and move that money to downtown. That's what he said. That's the only reason they call it the slums. That's the only reason they keep it like that. Really. Poverty is profit for politics. It is. As long as you got poverty, you're going to get federal subsidies somewhere. And it doesn't mean that you got like as much federal subsidies as they get in the city of Alexandria. You would think that our side of town would look just like theirs, because they're actually spending taxpayers' dollars on their side, and we're getting federal dollars. But if you don't apply for the federal funds, if you're not doing anything significant with the federal funds, like empowering the community with those federal funds, then nothing changes in those communities. You just build more shit on top of more shit. You never actually fix the problem. Fixing the problem would include using HUD Section 3, where you can employ people to do the construction in our own neighborhood. You can train people. You can hire minority-owned businesses to do the work in those communities. But instead, you write up these FRPs to de-include certain parties. It's just political disenfranchisement. That's all it is. Poverty is a profit for politics, and he's going to keep you there. But listen,
It's a good thing. HUD is just stuck with an old terminology.
Okay. I agree with you, Mayor, but
it's a good thing. Poverty is a great thing. The slums, awesome. You guys don't understand. It means big money for us.
Exactly.
And to the people that this would really be beneficial for knowing that term is out there and turn some people off. So.
Yeah.
But
again, we didn't come up with using that. We're not. That's not something that.
Oh, what is going on over here?
He quickly wanted to correct that. We didn't do. Oh no, we didn't do it.
It was just
it
us
wasn't
for
us.
years.
Yeah.
We're doing.
All right.
All in favor?
The fuck. You know what I'm saying? You're like, shit, God damn, I got to explain some of these motherfuckers every 5 minutes.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
H, ordinances for final adoption subject to public hearing. Number 27, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the low bid submitted for the former downtown Weisengo Ring parking garage and adjacent structure site demolition and clearance.
Moved by Councilman Fowler.
Second.
Second by Councilman Malloy.
So, Weiss and Gold Ring, right? Moved by Councilman Fowler, seconded by Councilman Millard. If y'all ever pay attention, a lot of them things, the motions, it's just them two.
Yeah, anything that's going to benefit them or anything connected to the mayor, yeah, they're going to always, you ever notice they're the ones who always do that.
Now watch how fast Fowler and Ballard, they be moved.
Mhm.
I
Half the time, 90% of the time, but when they start moving that stuff, move, second.
And then you got to check it out. You got to check it out every once in a while. Villard and Johnson do the move in a second. But you just gotta watch it. She doesn't second anything. Felter doesn't. And usually when it's about us, I'm gonna tell y'all.
Grandma calls them a repeater when they repeat stuff that you done already said.
She's a
She used to be
cocker.
a Head Start teacher. So my grandma says, I call her a repeater because you'll sit there and say the sky's blue. She'll say, so the sky's blue today, right?
Right. No, it's not.
Really blonde hair.
But when it's concerning us, you'll see Malcolm make the motion. You'll see Jules second. It's just you gotta watch the patterns. You gotta watch the patterns.
Board, public comments, Mr. Scott.
Good evening once
That
again.
man Diddy, he in all black. Do you hear me?
Did he mug somebody on the way up?
I don't know.
The old Weiss and Gold Ring building has been unused since 19.
Now I want you to listen, brother Greg. I'm gonna give you your space, but I want y'all to pay attention to this motherfucking paper stacking ass motherfucker over here. This motherfucker shuffling these goddamn. What time is it? Can I curse that much? Oh, it's 10 o'clock. This motherfucking shuffling motherfucking papers the whole time he talking, and he's doing it right in front of the microphone.
Doing it on purpose.
On purpose. I would have walked up to him and slapped that shit out of his hand.
92. That's over 30 years of inactivity.
He gonna turn it to the top and turn it to the side and then stack it again. This motherfucking ill.
I think that we should let Gator out of the contract so they can put the money towards other things. Because it's
He's gonna clip it and then stack it again. He talking about somebody. I would have walked up to him and slapped that shit clean up out his hand.
at some point we have to be honest with ourselves. This building, she has fought the good fight.
How are you gonna?
Man, is it that serious, bro? Come on now.
But y'all want him back in office. The city of Alexandria received $731,000 and $791 in HUD federal dollars. You know why that number is so low? Because they refuse to go get it. They refuse to apply for those funds. They refuse. They refuse. It could be so much more money flowing into our communities, but they refuse.
She's finished her course, and we should move forward into what can be.
Thank you, Mr. Scott. Mr. White?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Now you about to see this motherfucker remix this whole entire stack of papers. Watch.
You're welcome.
We've been talking about this Weiss and Gold Ring building and Gator and all like that. I just wish that the city, I know it was given to them, I guess, but they shouldn't be involved with this building. And I don't know exactly what the city council is going to rule, but you know, I wish the mayor hadn't vetoed the stuff with Gator and the districts and everything. And I wish y'all could override it.
Everything and then put his phone on top like he finna get ready to go. That don't make no damn sense, man. Oh, he is finna. Never mind.
Why would you do all that stacking if you just gonna put your phone on top? Like, and then while he's talking, you're gonna lean over and ask Jonathan Goins a question. Hella disrespect.
His stuff sometimes, but I wish we would get out of the business of this Weiss and Gold Ring. So I don't.
You see his body language. I mean, if he could turn that whole entire fucking seat around and be facing the goddamn wall, he would right now. He would.
I don't know how much money y'all gonna sink into this. And I know Gator wanted to separate from that, and I know y'all been trying to get measures to do that. So I just wish this
remix
thing could go away and y'all put some money like what you're gonna do on Monroe, where you're gonna try to build a complex and stuff like that there. That money could be spent all over the city. So that's what I think.
Thank you, Mr. White. Discussion?
I have a question. Mayor, I submitted a request for the plans, or I guess renderings, or just plans for the Weiss and Gold Ring building. Did you get that request?
Yeah, so, Ms. Lumberton, as we've said before, on the city's website under the transparency.
Listen, that's a goddamn city councilman that literally asks you for something specifically in writing. It does not matter the reason. The only thing that you had to do was produce it. You're telling him where to go online when he literally just asked you for a printout of anything, and you're still not giving anything.
Tab. There is no project probably in Alexandria in decades that has the information that you've asked for, more than that. But there's no floor plan for, so think about what we're talking about tonight. We've had people come to the mic and say, she's run her course, let her go. You're approving a demolition. That's letting that go. That's what you're getting rid of things in the building that can never come back into commerce and frankly pose a danger to the citizenry. The floor plan for a building that you're black boxing, that you're making into a box for either ready development.
Hold on. Because I'm tired of him using these old stupid ass terms that don't actually mean anything. Black box.
Hey, so this is my question. So if you're getting rid of the building, so why can't the city of Alexandria clean it out? Why can't they do it? Because you're saying you're getting rid of a building. So if you're getting rid of it, wouldn't it be the responsibility of the city of Alexandria to prep it for someone else to get it? You're going to give it away anyway, right? So why are you putting
They
that
just don't want to
on?
let it go. Harry Silver is dead. God damn
Yeah.
it. Let it go.
Yeah, because they should have. That doesn't make any sense. You holding on to
That
something.
man old as hell. He been
And like
gone.
I said before, other people have come. He's lied and said nobody asked to want to do the building. That's a lie. People did want to come and do that building and take all whatever needs to be done to it. And he refused to give that to that person. I mean, take that deal. So it doesn't, I don't know. It doesn't.
Now, what does it say a black box is? Anybody can read it.
It's yours. You read it.
You read it.
Yeah, I ain't even.
I'm sorry.
Miss Lady, why he
You
think
better
he
watch
can
your
do it to
mouth.
make somebody
Hey,
read
you
something?
better just read it. Read it.
You know that's my biggest thing.
Where y'all at?
Just at the top. This is what is a black box in construction.
In construction, a black box generally refers to a system, architectural style, or process where inputs and outputs are visible, but the internal mechanisms remain concealed. The term is used in several distinct contexts across the building and contracting industry.
So he literally is just using a word that's just a word. It's just a
And
word.
he act like Google don't exist.
Yeah, the concept highlights the knowledge gap between project owners and the construction crews. Clients provide an input, budget, and basic floor plan and expect an output, the finished building, without fully understanding the internal management, risk assessment, or estimation methods used by the general contractor.
Okay, so he's not producing anything.
To prevent this black box of contractor management, Client project managers are increasingly adopting transparent, collaborative project delivery methods to track daily. Oh,
That's what he's doing. That's what he's doing.
So he knows what the end game is. He's just not telling y'all. He just wants you to put the money in.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yes.
Boy, Jock be telling, hey, listen, he act like Google don't exist. Google is literally free.
It's actually, he doesn't think people are going to take time out and look certain things up. That he bets on that. He bets on that.
It says it's a knowledge gap between the project owners and the construction crews. The client provides an input, the budget and the basic floor plan, and expect an output, the finished building, without fully understanding the internal management, risk assessment, or estimation methods used by the general contractor. Well,
Okay, first of all, let me ask you something. So that transparency on the website, so it's telling you what they plan on doing with the building?
No, absolutely not. There is no plan for the building. He's explaining to you right now that he's trying to redefine what a black box is. But a black box is literally what they just said it was. Hold on. What he just said it was.
No floor plan for, so think about what we're talking about tonight. We've had people come to the mic and say, she's run her course, let her go. You're approving a demolition. That's letting that go. That's what you're getting rid of
That's
things.
letting the parking garage and the adjacent structure go. That's not letting West and Gold Ring go.
That can never come back into commerce and frankly pose a danger to the citizenry. The floor plan for a building that's your black box and that you're making into a box for either.
Yeah, that's not the correct, what's the name?
Right.
Ready development or to give away or whatever you decide to do.
You see? He's telling you what the plan is. The concept highlights the knowledge gap between the project owners, which would be the city at this point, and the construction crews. The client provides an input, which is the money, right? You're the client. And the basic floor plan, which he says he wants everything demolished, which is what we're talking about, and expect the output of the finished building without fully understanding the internal management, the risk assessments, or the estimation methods used by the general contractor. So it doesn't matter how much it costs. You're going into it with the idea of saying, we need to do, and that's what he's been doing. We need to do this. Okay, let's wait a couple years. Now we need to do this to Weiss and Gold Ring. Okay, we wait a couple more years. Now we need to do this to Weiss and Gold Ring. And the whole time, you guys don't know anything about what's been going on. Okay, now we need to do this. We need to drop another 75,000 into it. Okay, now we need to do this. Now we need to, and by the time you get done doing this and doing that to Weiss and Gold Ring, it's going to be completely refurbished. Because don't forget, his original plan was to move the whole to redo the Weiss and Gold Ring building completely, right? With or without Gator. Well, it's more than likely with Gator. But he was going to use Gator's money to redo the Weiss and Gold Ring building. He was going to move everybody out of City Hall into the newly remodeled Weiss and Gold Ring building. Use your tax dollars to remodel City Hall. Then at the end of that project, move everybody from Weiss and Gold Ring back into City Hall. But when they leave Weiss and Gold Ring, it'll be completely new and ready for quote unquote sale. So that's the plan. That was the plan. I don't know if he's still going to be able to, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And he knows it's not going to happen. I don't know why he keeps trying to sell that boat.
Is just that. And we offered to take the council through, as everybody remembers, and set that up. We didn't receive a single call. And so
that's because no one was interested in it, sir.
It's a very cleaned out building, with all of the structures that pose the danger removed. So the floor plan, you just walk in and look. We don't draw up a floor plan for a building that we're not planning to develop.
So again, the concept highlights the knowledge gap, right? We don't know between the project owners, the clients, you, and the construction crews. Clients provide an input, which is the money. They put the money in, and a basic floor plan, we want it hollowed out, and expect an output, which is the finished building, a hollowed out building, without fully understanding the internal management and risk assessment and estimation methods used by the general contractor. They don't care how much it costs.
Have anything that lists the size and dimensions of the property?
Yeah, the appraisals that you have in your record, that we put all of those appraisals to the council. They're all public records. They're all, everything that we have on it, we have posted, and it's numerous documents that went through proposal processes and ordinances with the council that already approve us doing this. We're bringing it to you because we want to remind the council where we are. It's just part of that transparency. The council has approved the actions for Weiss and Goldring long ago. The administration between my previous one and now did a Weiss and Goldring project again. I have it here. And when we came back, we took that back over and worked it through with a group.
So you were okay. That was the one thing that you're okay that Jeff Hall did. That's the one thing that you were okay. Because Jeff Hall did a lot of stuff while he was in office. And a lot of it you hated. A lot of it you said it was a malfeasance in office. And
no, when it comes to certain things, yeah, for certain things, y'all, him and Jock was talking. Okay.
A lot of things him and Jock was talking. Matter of fact, majority of the things him and Jock was talking. And if it wasn't him and Jock talking, it was somebody else that Jock left on his on Jeff's administration to actually do it. Jeff was a placeholder. That's why he didn't bother to fill those seats or fill those administration spots, because he knew he wasn't going to be there for long. And you can say it's a conspiracy theory all you want to, but the more and more you look at it, from what it's worth, Jeff Hall was put there by Jock Roy.
Yep, that's what I believe.
That wanted too big of a gap fill for their project. That a $12 million project.
What did he just say? He just used the word gap, right? The concept highlights a knowledge gap between project owners and the construction crews. He's telling you he's using the word correctly. He's just hoping you don't catch it.
They wanted well over 25% of it to be held publicly, and we kept holding to, look, we'll help, but it's 25%, it's 25%, it's 25%. They kept growing it, and we let that term sheet lapse. But the idea separately of the building being development ready is not only something good to do, but I know what we hear in here, but I've talked to Chris Matt.
He said it's good to do. Not that it's fiscally responsible, not that it's a great idea for investment opportunities or restructuring or whatever. It's just good to do. You know, I don't need no specific thing. I'm just saying it's overall Parmesan cheese is just good on popcorn. That's just the thing. I mean, I don't know why we're arguing about this thing. You know what I mean? Right, Chuck?
Gill and every expert developer there is in the city that I can talk to, and they just disagree. They think it is either absolutely part of what you have to do to fix and use if the bones hold as we think they do.
Well, why don't he get them to do it? Put the money together in demolition and do whatever it needs to be doing. If these experts had so much to say.
He talked to every expert.
Again, so why don't they put the money? If they agree that it needs all this, then why don't they do it and leave the taxpayers alone?
I mean, Where is like how? Okay, look. If we're gonna do it like that, we at least need to make a room for them to get paid in the process. So just I mean, come on,
It not be developed. And so those are just opportunities.
I guess my concern is,
This is about a demolition. So I'm going,
I understand.
we're about demolishing part of it.
Well, I wish I could have gotten that response to someone, to my email, as opposed to getting it here.
Burn. Got him.
Um,
Hold on. Because you got to take it's the nuance. You got to take advantage of the nuance. I just wish I could have got that, in my email instead of having you fuck around and define and redefine. I don't know what the fuck you just said, man, but whatever, man. Good on you, Malcolm. Good on you. All right.
I've given it verbally more than once.
Okay.
I told you more than once. But
Hey, Tavares, Shamir was trying to get in.
Oh, let her in.
I caught it late. I didn't see it until after. There she go.
Oh,
Hey, y'all. I wasn't that long.
let's see. I think Miss Alita is asking what Roy is saying. You can find on the website. Yeah. Yeah, it could be. Yes, but while you were saying that he was supposedly preoccupied with stacking and clipping and restacking his paper.
That was funny.
He said he had to unclip him and reclip him. He's like, nah, this ain't good enough. I got to undo it. Wrong screen.
And I will put it in writing to you.
All right.
Which is literally all you had to say in the first damn play.
Hey, have y'all noticed? I don't know if y'all noticed, but ever since C. Ray Lewis been up there, they done messed up that mic. Like, you remember that time he just kept messing with that mic like something was wrong with it?
It was
And now it's not like, you see the way it looked now? Like it's all loud. Like,
So they can't upgrade all of that. They don't even really need a mic if you. They can upgrade all that.
Miss Alita, check this. All the like in the budget, there's a lot of technical upgrades in damn near every department. So you're telling me, I don't know if this part would be clerk of court office, because this is right next to the clerk of court office. The city clerk.
Gotcha.
Like this hole on this floor is next to a office. So I don't.
So you're saying there's no money in the budget to upgrade their whole setup?
I'm saying it is money in the budget because every department has technical upgrades. I've seen it in the
Because you know what you can do? Actually, you can get rid of those mics and put those flat things. They look like little cones that you can put across that desk, and you can put one on that podium too, where nobody can touch it. You just push the button and you can start talking.
Miss Bell said they had a note on it saying,
I ain't never see that note, Miss Bell.
I just want to say that no matter what it is,
that's hilarious.
And I want to say that the economic development that we have, and tomorrow, what you watch today, what you see tomorrow, I don't just know. It's just I'm a good businessman. Like, bro, stop.
Miss Alita, but like you said, they really could have. Look at this old thing.
Yeah.
Upgraded there. I mean, he spent 80 to 100 mil on the reignite, right?
That's right.
Everything goes back to that. That's all I'm gonna say.
And that's something. Look, that's something the city council can suggest that they go in their budget and upgrade all the technology. I mean, it's not hard to do.
Look, he said, speaking of which, there's a new position posted, the chief technology. That's what I wanted to tell y'all.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, all these job openings at the city of Alexandria.
Oh, they always got job open. They pay good enough.
Hey, wait. I got to take y'all back down this road. Don't listen. It's got nothing. It's nothing personal. I just want everybody to remember.
Man.
Listen.
There's levels to this.
70.
There's levels to this.
80. Remember when Reddick said he was such a good city councilman that he was going to run for District 26 in the middle of his term?
He couldn't even fix District 1.
Peanut head.
Look at the beard, the faces.
Y'all are cruel.
Oh, that is what a winner looks like. Woo, shit.
It's actually written. I just thought it'd be easier to tell you.
I understand.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I didn't think you could read because if you want to hide something, put it in a book. But
Nah,
I know
he just ain't want it on paper. He didn't want that
yeah,
paper trail.
you want to
That's
hide
what that
something, put it in a
was.
book. I know you ain't going to read because you're black.
Understand. Well, because building condos, that would be nice, but is it, I guess my question is it even feasible with the number of condos?
Sure it is.
So you don't have a plan, but you know it's okay for condos. Jock, it's something you're not telling us. When you said black box, you should have never said that because that show did make me want to go down and look where the black box project was. A black box project is basically somebody funding a project and telling the people that are making it happen that they don't know that and they're putting all this money into it. They don't know how much it's going to cost. They don't know what it's going to look like. They don't know any logistics of it, but they just want to keep putting money into it. And that's what it is. You guys are the clients.
So if you go to that transparency tab, in fact, I'll just click it and bring the document back.
It ain't a damn thing on that transparency tab, y'all.
Hold on. Because we're not gonna accuse Jock of lying, right? That's not what we do here. Unless we can prove it. Unless we can prove it. All right. So where's the transparency tab? I'm gonna go back to the home page. Does anybody see a transparency tab?
Yeah, it's
there
right
it
there. Right. There's nothing updated though.
Okay, we got the annual budget.
Yeah, it's gone. Yeah. Yeah.
But there was nothing put in there up since. Okay, hold on.
You're gonna have to go all the way to the third page. There's only like 3 pages on there.
Not the certified data numbers.
Man, it's all lies.
All of that
I
is a
all
lie.
this stuff 100 times. It's all lies. Oh, that's why he got that award today, huh, y'all?
Yeah. Oh,
That
yeah,
goddamn
that's right.
participation award, huh?
He got that goddamn participation award from the state attorney or whatever the fuck that was. Yeah, Chad. Congratulations, Chad.
Thanks for keeping crime down in Alexandria. Goddamn.
No, thanks for putting the E in effort, champ.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Wasn't he supposed to be going to state anyway?
No, he came from the state.
Well, somebody said he was going back, but okay.
Oh. Hold on. Y'all know I like to be nosy. It pays to be nosy. You never know what you'll find. On the 18th day of June in 2024 through June 27th, unless noticed for a later start date or ending date within the period of the administration will accept the initial letters of interest regarding the following notice of solicitations with regards to project commencement being announced, and the administration during the same period will accept written public comments, blah, 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 blah. Initial letters. Wait, what is this? Stakeholders, Masonic Bringhurst Corridor. Oh, I'm telling you, y'all, just go and click on something random. Formulation of the mayor's Masonic Bringhurst Corridor Stakeholders Advisors, seeking persons or entities with interest, right? Formulation of the mayor's Project Nehemiah Mode Advisors. I don't know what that means. Democracy, faith, and community health. Built around 8 pillars. Institutional infrastructure. What's working? What do we have? What do we need? Respect to comedy, free exercise, and non-established interfaith ecumenism. Okay. Proselytizing versus onerous charity. How to use faith-based good ideas without forcing a particular faith. Ministerial alliance. Why and how they help us all. MOED, economic development as part of faith and race, the Nehemiah Initiative, and the metrics. Listen, they've been talking about this Masonic Bringhurst corridor for a couple of years. That's in May of 2024. So maybe we've been looking at this wrong. Yeah, maybe we've been looking at this long. Maybe this isn't a last ditch effort. Maybe this literally was something that he was going to hold back until the very last, you know what I'm saying? Because usually he only does these projects in the Black communities, like the Helen Black Park, right? They only do those at the last minute, you know, as they're leaving office or as they need to be reelected. They'll do some big project in the Black community. Oh, hold on. It was at the last minute. Okay. All right. He says, I don't even see it. Oh, you got to turn on your VPN. I'm just playing. It's there.
How he removed himself from the show, Mr. Alita? He's just slow as ever.
Yeah, I kicked myself out.
Slow.
I kicked myself out. Listen. All right.
Again, it's that thick, but it has a whole plan of everything you can do. All of the findings that went into this by 3 different groups, including JQuad, looking at all of those findings have been.
I thought JQuad was the people that called it slums. Didn't they just blame them?
Yes.
Made by this council. There's probably not any project with more findings behind it than that one, other than the River Act itself.
Okay,
This
I
whole
understand
thing.
that the findings are out there, but is there someone who's going to willing to step up and make that financial commitment to make it happen? That's the challenge.
Well, the challenge is that developers, as I've discussed with those in economic development in the city, is it's hard for developers to want to step up when they watch some of what happens here and what they're.
Hold up. They watched some of what happens here, but y'all just gave Chief Grimion. Okay.
Hearing is no matter what we do to step up, there's so much disagreement and so much acrimony, we're not going to be able to get anything done. The answer is yes. There's a very serious local developer, which makes me.
He's telling you what he's going to do.
Much happier because you get the out of town folks, they always want that gap is huge that they want taken care of by someone else. This is a local developer that's proposing to do multiple projects here and would propose to put this
He's
in.
talking about Rod Knowles.
Pan American. Please don't say it's Pan American.
He's talking about Rod Knowles. Remember what he said?
You mean the one that just stepped down from Gator?
Because he knew that's a conflict of interest in this whole situation that he's dealing with.
You knew that before.
The Nehemiah Initiative was the initiative to align the Black churches with the economic development.
Yeah.
Oh, he was looking for the good boys. That's why he picked Larry Turner. I got you. Faith-based, not just Black churches. Same difference. So you have a developer in mind. You have an idea in mind. You want the city to use the taxpayers' dollars to strip it out because you've already had this discussion with the developer. You know, he's telling on himself. So y'all fight hard. Y'all fight hard to never put another goddamn dime in the Weiss and Gold. Not another dime.
Outlined before in both my briefing and to you in this room, one of the ideas is to take the building off our hands in an exchange, and we take that parking garage that needs to be redone and we reprogram the parking garage, which.
Why the fuck will we? Why the?
So there's no return on investment. That's what they were saying earlier, that you're just trading one building for another and there's no return on investment in that.
Okay, if we already just wasted money fixing one building, why would we trade it off for another building we got to fix? Zero return on investment. Wait a minute. Hold up. He's saying that without saying any names. But a search, and I need my researchers on this. A search will find out who owns that parking garage because that's who he's been talking to.
Serious local developer, which makes me much happier because you get the out of town folks, they always want that gap is huge that they want taken care of by someone else. This is a local developer that's proposing to do multiple projects here and would propose to put this in it. As I outlined before in both my briefing and to you in this room, one of the ideas is to take the building off our hands in an exchange, and we take that parking garage that needs to be redone and we reprogram the parking garage, which we.
What parking garage needs to be redone? What is he talking about?
Obviously, it's the one across from that ugly mug marketing place, right? That's the one that's the one that they're going to be demolishing, the parking garage, and it said adjacent structure. He said that they're gonna need it for the downtown people. Everything that he talks about is never for us. It's always for other people.
At this point, give it back to the donor. The donor won't accept it.
Oh yeah, he also said it takes 20, 30 years. That's what he
Yeah,
said.
he didn't say that bullshit.
It ain't
doesn't.
take 20, 30 years for you to spend that goddamn money for Reignite.
Nope, it took you a matter of a couple of months.
We all need for downtown for multiple buildings because of CLTCC, its continued growth. It's going to continue to grow, and with LSUA's building coming on. So those opportunities are there. Economic development can take 30 years. There's buildings down here now that are over 30 years old, and one of them's the Bentley. There's a bunch of buildings that can take decades to develop. That's not new.
Bentley's so goddamn old and ran through.
The Bentley used to be where the slave traders would meet up to trade slaves.
Really?
Yeah, you
I'm
didn't know
glad
that?
to know that because I went there thinking I was going, it would be a nice place to have a reception or anything. If I wanted to have my wedding here, I went up in that mud. That carpet stained like a mud, paint chipped everywhere. Like it's a hot ass mess in that building.
Hold on. All right. Let's see. AI mode. The Hotel Bentley is a landmark, a 4-star historic boutique hotel located in downtown Alexandria, known as the crown jewel of Central Louisiana. The early 20th century property combines historic elegance with modern amenities, featuring an opulent grand lobby, an on-site restaurant, and historic cocktail lounge. It was opened in August of 1908 by wealthy timber magnate Joseph Bentley. The design was by George R. Mann in a style evoking Greek revival and Beaux Art architecture. Historic Registry, added to the National Register of Historic Places in 1979. World War II significance, housed future military leaders like Eisenhower and Patton. The framework of Louisiana maneuvers and the early D-Day strategies were discussed here. The guest rooms feature over 90 smoke-free remodeled rooms and suites blending historic character with flat-screen TVs and high-speed Wi-Fi. It's pet-friendly. The perks is a complimentary fitness center, free parking, and guest library. Yeah, nah. I don't want to move. Okay. Now, slavery. Was this hotel involved with slave trades? They said it was built in 1908, but I don't believe that. Okay, whatever. Okay, Louisiana did not begin. Bentley, okay, opened in 1908, more than 4 decades after abolition. Source of confusion, Alexandria, Virginia. The Franklin. So there's a Bentley in Alexandria, Virginia?
No.
Okay. Hold on.
You know, a lot of the government officials would definitely meet there too. And from remember the book that we had? I don't even know where I did with that book. The Rapise Parish book. Remember the book? It told the story about Bentley.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. Matter of fact, you should be able to pull that book up. Because remember, you read from that book.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it I think it mentioned the Bentley and what was going on at the Bentley. A lot of the like I think a couple of presidents met there. And I think there was some prostitution going on there too.
Oh, damn. Surprise, surprise.
I think.
There are no documented. See, ironically, the Hotel Bentley was built because of a different kind of discrimination. According to regional history, wealthy timber magnate Joseph Bentley tried to check into the prominent Rapise Hotel in Alexandria after a hard day of working in the lumber fields. Because he and his crew covered in dirt and dressed in work clothes, the hotel refused them service. Furious at the class-based discrimination, Bentley famously vowed to build his own luxury hotel where he could do what he wanted, ultimately opening the Bentley in 1908 and driving his competitor out of business. During the segregation, like almost all commercial establishments in the American South during the first half of the 20th century, the Hotel Bentley operated under strict Jim Crow segregation laws from its opening that's where, okay. So it's safe to say that the guy that started the Bentley, Joseph Bentley, was a racist, right? Until the passage of the Civil Rights Act in 1964. So for at least 50 years, the first 50 plus years of the Hotel Bentley, a nigga couldn't stay there. You hear? The Green Book era. During this time, Black travelers in Louisiana faced severe discrimination, often navigating sundown towns where they were entirely banned after dark. Lack of access. Because of these laws, Black patrons were legally barred from renting rooms, dining in the main restaurant, or drinking in the Mirror Room lounge unless they were employed there as a staff or service worker. Now, where do you think the city and the people that work for the city meet up to hang out.
That's why I think I've only been to the mirror room one time and I've never been back. I don't have no desire to be hanging out in
What's wrong
there.
with the mirror room, y'all? I only been there one time though. With my cousin.
I've been there one time.
That place so goddamn dingy and broke down. The furniture cracking and everything.
It's like a dive bar.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Whoa. If you're looking at recent online complaints, the confusion likely stems from two common name mix-ups. The Holiday Inn Alexandria downtown. This hotel is located nearby in Alexandria and has received a highly publicized, scathing public reviews on platforms like TripAdvisor from Black guests explicitly accusing the staff and management of modern racial targeting and discrimination. Well, damn.
You guess they're not telling a lie because you know who owns that building, right?
Well, who owns let's get into that a little bit. So again, the hotel, the same thing that they intend to do with the Weiss and Goldring building is what they did with the Holiday Inn building. And I need you guys' attention real quick. I know this is a long show. I need you guys' attention for the simple fact that I want to explain to you how the hotel Holiday Inn came to be. All right. Before it was what it is now, it was a dilapidated building, much like the Weiss and Goldring building. Uninhabited, it wasn't in operation or nothing. Somehow, some way, Jock felt motivated to redo, rehab, and refurbish that entire insides of it, upgrading everything. Much like this project, presumably there was no owner or no buyer in mind. We were just doing it because we want to put it back in commerce, no owner in mind. Simultaneously, right? Jock's cousins, set of brothers out of Natchitoches, they owned a hotel in Natchitoches. They owned, I think, 2 hotels in Natchitoches. And they felt slighted because the city had just passed a tax referendum taxing them and sending their money to a Gator-like organization in Natchitoches, right? Another TIF district. So instead of staying there and paying that tax to that TIF district, they closed up shop and somehow ended up becoming the owners of the Holiday Inn as it stands now. And the reason I know that nobody really knows that story, because if you knew that story, you would know that one of the brothers ended up on the Gator board. Bet you didn't know that, champ. That's right, insider trading. And that is the story
And they related to Jock.
They're Jock's cousins. And that is the story of the Holiday Inn and how it came to be. Mind you, if you go and you ask the downtown administration, the city, for the receipts to of what they sold and when they sold the Holiday Inn, you cannot find it. They got that Holiday Inn hotel. It was a sweetheart insider deal. It was a good old boy. It was the epitome of a good old boy deal.
Roy done had so many hookups, y'all. It don't make no sense.
But he's using taxpayers' dollars to enrich himself and his
I don't know nobody that got that many friends. And let's be honest, all them people that be with Roy, them ain't his friends, y'all. Because y'all know how people act during Mad Day. If he can't do nothing for you, you really think that's their friend?
I mean, he loves you as long as y'all can get money together.
All right.
And if you really think them boys didn't pay nothing for that Holiday Inn, you lying to yourself.
Well, you got to remember, Mr. Porter said when Mr. Fuller brought it up to them that they needed to see the bill all of a sudden they produced a bill at the end. They did finally show the amount that was paid to them to buy that hotel. Came up at the last minute, but for the longest they have been asking about it.
Jock
Put the mama in the pond, dude. You feel me? I would have took it somewhere else. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Jock put the man's brother, his cousin, on the Gator board, another taxing district, another TIF district, so they could monitor how much money, so they could funnel the money that was coming from the Bentley into the TIF district back into places where they wanted it. That's how far back Jock's control and obsession over Gator's been. Jock is selling y'all this bullshit about him not being involved in Gator, but we know it's bullshit. And we haven't been able to actually express that here lately in this new era where we got all these new listeners. But that's the story of the Holiday Inn Express downtown. It's owned by Jock's cousin, and they bought it for pennies on the dollar. With your tax dollars doing all the upgrades.
That's what they want to happen again. But they're going to use Gator this time. Now, I don't know for sure if Gator helped them with that building or not at the time. I don't know that
Gator
part of
did.
it.
I think Gator did. I think a lot of that money did come from Gator.
I'm not saying that. We're not, you can't, if you allegedly, don't say, yeah.
I would say that I would presume because he had control over Gator back then, whether anybody recognized that or not.
Well, him and Mr. Moeller was good friends at one time. I know that for sure because I've sat in meetings with them and I know they were good friends. And something broke. And then Mr. Moeller stopped coming to the meetings. He used to come to the city council meetings because he always wore this cowboy hat. Then all of a sudden he stopped coming. And then later on, kind of heard that it was a little falling out. And there was a long time before he started coming back to those meetings. And then one day I was at a city council meeting and he was there and him and Jock was talking. That's all I remember. I don't know what happened between them.
That man said because
If y'all notice, Gator gives a lot of money. They don't receive a lot of money.
Well, okay.
People are always asking Gator for money. All these businesses, all these events, like if you go through their, agenda and whatnot, they stay asking Gator for money. And people always say, oh, well, what is Gator doing? Dismantle Gator, dismantle Gator. Let them do their job. Let them do their job before you try to dismantle something that's supposed to be for economic development. They always want to blame Gator, but they don't be knowing who controls stuff on the back end. The mayor run everything, okay? But they don't want to say that, though.
Brother Kevin did come with the facts, though. He said his name was Jay Sharpen. Is Jay Sharpen. Jay Sharpen served on Gator, and he's currently the president of Sharpco Hotel Groups.
Remember, he was the one who went down there with Jock to protest against Alec.
What was that?
Remember that? Huh?
I think it was House Bill 255.
I can't remember what the House bill was, but he sure did. He went down there to vote against Alec. Sure did.
That ain't it. Hold on. Let's see. ACE, Economic Development, Alexandria, Louisiana. No, that's not what I said. Oh, wait a minute. It did pick it up. It gave me the House bill. ACE, Alexandria, Louisiana, House bill. No, that's not what I meant. What was Alexandria? What did it stand for? Alexandria, something, economic development. Jock Roy. There we go. We could do Jock Roy. Man. Oh man. Okay. So I'm not gonna find it.
Economic development. That's part of economic development. And that's part of redoing downtowns, and it's a constancy in that. The wax and wane of properties and buildings. And so Whites and Gold Rings building is not the enemy here. The real enemy of getting this done is we just have to converge and decide. If we want to dump it off to somebody, we can do that. But that doesn't change needing to demolish any dangers that it poses. And I think if you take it off our hands, we're going to come out all right, given what it appraises. We did it with the Holiday Inn. We've done it with every project.
You see? And that's why I told you the story about Holiday Inn.
He admits what they did.
Yes.
And Spark that I've been in charge of.
Now, he said that was a part of Spark. So again, if Reignite is the new Spark, and that means that in each one of your whatever, you've always added a component where somebody gets a building for low.
So I don't expect a loss on this one either.
All right, no further questions.
Anybody else?
Madam President, for 10 plus years, that Wise and Gold Ring building, excuse me, has been the cornerstone of somebody's economic development. To me,
started cooking off the bat. I think he came in and the pot was hot.
and I don't care, I'm not one vote up here. We're putting lipstick on a pig. It needs to come from under the Alexandria Arts control, sell it. Ladies and gentlemen, I have so many citizens that tell me we need to stop spending money on that Wise and Gold Ring building. Not from just District 1, excuse me, but from the entire city. So I heard the mayor just say 30 years. We've been over that 10 plus years. Let's drive across the river to Pineville, just briefly. Look at how they have renovated downtown Pineville. Those people want to invest into it. The mayor just stated we want local, but local isn't good all the time. If there is someone who can come from out of here and do something with that building, fine, let them have it. That's my concern. That's my thought. I wish we stopped spending money on that building, get rid of it. Ladies and gentlemen, as councilman at large, I'm just not speaking from districts 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's from people all over the entire city. They're sick of hearing about that Wise and Gold Ring building, and they're more so tired of the citizens spending their taxpayer dollar on that building. Thank you, kindly.
Just for the record.
Hold up before you finish. Okay. So what he's basically saying is whoever wants to get that building, let them get it. Let them get it as is, like you sell a car, as is. Leave us out of it. We're not really concerned about who gets it, what they do to it. If they blow it up, so what? We just don't want to have to deal with it anymore. And it shouldn't be on the backs of Gator or anybody else. And that's basically what they're saying. Anybody dealing with the tax. But listen to what he's about to say about downtown Pineville.
He didn't even let him finish saying what he was saying before he jumped all over that.
Downtown. And then, so.
Hold on. I lost.
We're voting on. You're voting on a bid, right?
So tired of the citizens spending their taxpayer dollar on that building. Thank you kindly.
Just for the record, I hear the opposite. And just to point out in Pineville, look at all of what we have in our downtown, and then look at what Pineville's doing in absolute countervail.
Y'all heard Mr. Jewell say, "Oh Lord."
Boy, you can leave it to Mr. Jules to lighten the mood.
Man, I'm telling you, I told you, if he start huffing and puffing before
I mean,
he does,
it's a wrap.
he's gonna go in.
Following
on your-
fashion of what you just heard from Mr. Green, look at what Pineville's doing at Central. They're seeking public dollars to redo a multi-decade-old giant campus of dilapidated, falling into the ground, dangerous buildings. But what?
Oh,
See, the thing is, it's not. You're comparing Central to the Weiss and Gold Ring building.
Exactly. That's 400 acres compared to a building sitting in the middle of a city. The whole facility sits on 400 acres. And guess what'll happen with them quicker than what'll happen with him? They'll probably get that money.
Man, they'll get that money and Central be up and running before Weiss and Gold Ring.
No, Central, no. It can be cleared out. They need it demolished. They need the same thing done as Weiss and Gold Ring. Somebody will come in and buy those 400 acres and demolish and do everything that needs to be done on it and not ask for the people's money. That can happen too.
And he said public funding. That could be from the government or anybody.
Yeah.
Like he did when he got that $2 million for the roads.
There you go.
Downtown.
Yeah.
For downtown, for them sidewalks.
Now you get what I'm saying. He knows how to go and get it. He just don't want to.
Yeah, he just don't want to. And two, you got to
What do they
remember
do?
now, Joey Bishop is the mayor now. So you know what I'm saying, right?
No.
They're coming together to get a plan, to get a lot of public funding, to prop all that up, to attract private developers, because a private developer would never go do that without a P3, a public-private partnership. And
So what are you a developer now? Motherfucker is the goddamn housing person. He's the city attorney. He's the goddamn councilman for District 8.
The planning director.
He's the HUD director.
He's the engineer.
He's the engineer.
He's the utility director.
He's the utility director. Wildlife and fisheries.
I understand the pay raise, sir. I apologize for you.
Yeah,
I understand.
my bad.
Now
He wear
we
a
know
lot of
why.
hats. He wear a lot of hats, man.
He do. Because he runs it for himself.
makes my point stronger than I could make it for myself. Thank you, Mr. Green.
Listen at that. Listen.
I do want to say this, right? So one of those news sites put that clip up of Mr. Green, right? And what he was saying. And would you know it that a lot of those people did not care for what Jock had to say? Did not care for what he had to say. Oh, he think he cooked with that one.
He did. He did. He cooked with it.
Because he used that same salutation. That's how you say it. Is that how you say it? Salutation? Is that the word?
Salutation.
Like, at the end, he used that same thing Mr. Jules just used.
Yeah, thank you.
Trying to play it cool.
You're not cool, bro.
You're voting on a bid right now to demolish part of it.
Demolish part of it. Okay, question, please.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Hey, and Jules wasn't trying to hear that shit. I promise you. Look, he leaned back. Yeah.
Motion carried. Number 28.
Number 28, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the low bid submitted for gas meters and Itron Earth. The administration is requesting that this item be delayed for 2 weeks. Need a motion in a second.
Where the fuck is he
Motion by
going?
Councilwoman.
Where the fuck are they going?
I mean, when you look at the your paper, you know, with your minutes and everything, if it's not important, you might as well go on a bathroom break or something. You ain't got a motion or second it. Why not?
Filter. Second.
Second delay.
Second by Councilman Johnson. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 29, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the low bid submitted for janitorial chemicals.
Motion, please. Motion by Councilman Fowler. Second.
Second.
Second by Councilman Johnson. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 30, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the low bid submitted for herbicides.
Motion, please. Motion by Council Fowlerman. Second.
Second.
Second by Councilman Johnson. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 31, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the low bid submitted for chlorination equipment.
Motion by Councilman Fowler. Second.
Hey, you know what's really scary? Caffrey's hands look like the hands of a white man.
Look, did Jock get up? He moved when Ballard moved.
Jock got up and then Ballard followed him.
Yep.
I ain't noticed that, y'all. Ooh, y'all be paying attention.
Well, I just noticed that because you only get a side angle of where Goings is sitting at, and I noticed that it's empty right there.
Oh, you don't see that big yellow jacket? Okay.
Yeah. So that tells you that they went back there.
They're doing the thing right now.
They're talking. Yeah.
Any opposed?
Yeah. They talk to each other on the phones, y'all.
Oh, he's doing it now.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing it now. Watch.
No, I see that.
Yeah. He's doing the thing now. All right. Watch. I'm gonna slow it down.
I'm paying attention now. I had to zoom in.
Any opposed?
That's the eye contact.
And they looking at each other. Yeah, they do that all the time.
Motion carried. 28.
Number 28, to
Why you
consider
gotta keep
final
doing his
adoption of
papers
an
like
ordinance
that, y'all?
authorizing the mayor to accept the low
Oh, you gone?
He's getting ready to go.
Uh-huh, but you
bid
leaving the
submitted
phone.
for gas meters and Itron Earth. The administration is requesting
He gonna
that this
come back
item be
because
delayed
that
for
phone
2
gonna be
weeks.
gone.
Look.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And look how
Need a motion
people,
and
how
second.
look
Motion
how Malcolm
by-
looking at him.
Follow.
Yeah.
Cause
Malcolm
he want
was
to shake
checking.
Roy's hand. He wanted to shake his
Yeah,
hand.
he
So
wanted to
like
take
y'all know
Roy
each other.
hand. Roy left them both stuck.
No, he
Woman
came back.
Felter, second.
Look at that. Look at that.
Second delay.
See, that's what I'm
Like he
talking
don't see
about.
him every day.
See,
Like he don't see him every. Come on, y'all.
so this is why I'm sorry, y'all. You can't make people see. Can't make people see. We've been telling y'all about Ballard and Fowler for years.
Hey man, hey listen, man. I hope that answer didn't cost us this election, man.
Now he boldly did that, and he did that on purpose because he knew Green was looking at him. That's why they did that. That's a humiliation thing.
That's a bad look for Ballard.
It's a bad look.
Well, they don't see it like that. White supremacy don't see it like that.
But shaking hands though, like y'all know each other. What was that about?
Well, no, that's because they do know each other.
I know.
Mr. Fuller and Mr. Porter used to tell us there was a lot of stuff that was done that they weren't part of, and they're sitting on the council, and they wouldn't find out about stuff until after they get there because the conversations had already been had between him, Lee Rubin, Fowler, and Ballard, and the mayor. They knew that.
He hit him with that secret clan handshake.
Yes, that was, or one of them other kind.
One of them tickle your palms.
Councilman Johnson. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 29, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the low bid submitted for janitorial chemicals.
Motion, please. Motion by Councilman Fowler, second. Second by Councilman Johnson. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 30, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the low bid submitted for herbicides.
Motion, please. Motion by Councilman Fowlerman, second. Second by Councilman Johnson. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 31, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the low bid submitted for chlorination equipment.
Motion by Councilman Fowler, second. Second by Councilwoman Felter. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 32, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the low bid submitted for annual work uniforms of various departments.
Moved by Councilman Fowler, second by Councilman Johnson. Mr. White, do you have public
Thank you,
comments?
Madam President.
You're welcome, Mr.
I
White.
just hope that we would, again, shop local and buy local from any of these places with uniforms and stuff like that. So that's all I wanted to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. White. I agree with you on that. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 33, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the mayor
White
to accept the
is
low bid
the
submitted for ready mix concrete.
quintessential
Motion by Councilman Fowler, second by
Republican.
We got him pegged as Uncle Ruckus.
Yes, that's exactly what he is.
Name's
I'll
Uncle
tell him.
Cornelius, no relation.
Yeah, I hope Central, to be honest with you, I really do hope Joey Bishop get everything he wants to get Central. Because Central could be a little city in itself. I hope somebody comes along with some loose change and do exactly what they say. I really do want to see that happen. That's what I really want to see.
by Councilman Floyd. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 34, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the low bid submitted for construction and maintenance materials.
Motion, please. Motion by Councilman Fowler, second by Councilman Ballard. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 35, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the low bid submitted for the sewer replacement on Mary Street Phase 2.
Motion by Councilman Fowler, second by Councilman Ballard. Public comments, Discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 36, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the low bid submitted for Adams Pump Station line renovation.
Motion by Councilman Fowler, second by Councilman Ballard. Public comments by Mr. White.
Thank you, Madam President.
You're welcome.
On that, I know, I don't know if y'all been watching the news and everything. We may be expecting a big flood event of 10 inches to 20 inches. So all these pump stations and stuff need to be working and everything. I noticed that usually when we have a close flood event and stuff like that, they have the sweepers and stuff out. And I've got a whole bunch of debris at my house because I cut some trees down and stuff. And the city hadn't been by to pick that up. But like I said, that flood event from Wednesday through, I think, Sunday, it's supposed to be a major rain event. So I wonder why the sweepers aren't out, or I hadn't seen any sweepers out. Have they cleaned the ditches and everything, or the drains, and make sure the drains aren't stopped up? Because we just had a flood event not too long ago. So I'm just asking, and the mayor's gone now, so you can't ask him. Okay.
You have to breathe. Give me address, but
3638 10th Street.
You don't know it?
I say it all the time.
Rewind that back slowly, please, because Mr. Gary Johnson asked him for his address, and
You
y'all
have to
know.
breathe. Give me your address, but
3638.
Give me an address. Well, in all honesty, right? He didn't come up there and give it this time.
But he's giving it every single time. Like I would have been working that address down just to say I had it. Just to say, Mr. Coyle, I got your address. And
I know
he
your
would've
address.
said he got to put it on record. Respectfully, do what you got to do. But that's just very it just shows you how unattentive they are. You can't tell me I didn't search this man's address before he didn't gave it out, because I wanted to see how he was living. Because he up there all the time, complaining. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't even search, for it. That's he said that's his address. If I can search for you, can't even write the mud. There's 7 of y'all up there.
They know it. It's on record. He says it, so it is on record.
Yeah, but he didn't have to ask that question because he could have got it.
No. He had to ask that question because he's up for re-election.
But that was a stupid question. Everybody know that. Everybody can go back on the video to find Mr. Cornelius' phone, his address, his social, probably.
My number is 318.
Look.
8 10th
You don't
Street.
know it?
I say it all the time.
3638 10th Street.
You want my phone number?
See, at least we know.
She
At
knows
least
it.
we know. Half point for Lizzie. Half point for Lizzie. At least she goddamn knows.
Lizzie knows it. Lizzie knows it.
She gotta know, because she gotta know about the gerrymandering. Think about it.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta
she
see.
does.
All right.
Yeah, she gerrymandered him out of her dish. No, I'm just playing.
Area code 318-446-6934.
yeah, we'll get someone out there to get that before the rain start.
But
You cut it down yourself, Mr. White?
I had somebody cut it down. I can't do it. I'm just,
Who the fuck
Ballard
asked
asked him that. Ballard.
What do you mean did I cut him down myself?
He just trying to make it seem like he care. You know he up for re-election too.
Oh, yeah, because it's election time. I forgot. Yeah, it's election time. And you know what? That's really funny because I think Villard is trying to allude to the fact that his back don't really hurt. I'm a back. My back.
You know what, Tavares, you probably right on it with that.
Yeah. Listen, you got to catch the nuances. You got to catch the nuances.
disabled, Jim
It's not in-
Ballard,
it's
so
not in
I
your drain.
can't.
He said, I'm disabled, Jim Villard.
So is it,
I
Mr.
couldn't
White?
cut it down myself.
It's not in your drain, huh?
I didn't say, no, it's on the side.
Okay.
Huh? No, I didn't cut somebody
Who the fuck keep asking
He was talking
that?
to Jay Scott, Mr. Jay Scott.
Oh,
else cut it down.
That's all
I'm
right.
disabled. I can't cut
I'm
it.
sure it was a family member.
We'll get somebody out there.
I'm sure it was a family member. Oh, they're calling him a liar. That's what the white folks is doing.
Okay. Like I said, are y'all gonna get the street sweepers and stuff and clean the drains?
Now they're not remaining on the topic. They went all around the world asking this man who cut down the trees. That's not germane to the. I would have hit him with that so hard.
Well, I hadn't seen them. That's all I'm saying, Chuck.
Mr. Johnson said he would take care of that, Mr. White.
Mr. White, I know you're a member of my district, but I'm gonna have the guy sitting next to me.
Ain't that a
take care of it.
goddamn shame? Ain't that a goddamn shame?
Ah,
Okay.
Mr.
Well,
White.
I'm just saying.
Mr. Johnson
That's
said
all.
he'll take care of that.
All right.
Yeah, I won't take care of it, even though you're in my district.
All right. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 37, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the low bid submitted for Elkton Zoological Park digital pylon sign refurbishment.
Motion, please. Second.
Second.
Motion by
They say a refurbishment, but them people is definitely getting a new sign for the zoo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're getting a new sign. It's not going to refurbish shit. They're getting a brand new one.
Councilman Fowler, second by Councilman Valord. Public comments? Discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 38, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept all bids submitted for electric utility right-of-way emergency services.
Motion, please. Second. Motion by Councilman Fowler, second by Councilman Valord. Public comments? Discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 39, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the low bid submitted for Alexander Zoological Park Jaguar.
Hey, Jock forgot to switch the camera angles.
You so funny.
Motion, please.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Fowler, second by Councilman Valord. Public comment from Ms. Wild.
No hate to the Jaguars. I just think that if basic needs aren't met for the residents, maybe we shouldn't have a Jaguar. Do you believe that everyone in Alexandria has the same opportunities to thrive?
Well, wait, whoa.
Wait a minute. What did she? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What did she say?
Hold the fucking phone. The silence.
Equity is allocating resources based on need to ensure everyone has the same opportunity to thrive. Why do people have brown water?
Wait a minute.
Hold up. Hold it down.
Man, we're talking
Hold
about
it
the
down.
zoo. We're talking
Hold
about
up.
the Jaguar exhibit.
Hold up. Hold up.
Let's remember basics. Basic needs for survival. A town cannot prosper if basic infrastructure is not maintained in all neighborhoods.
Ma'am, relax.
Cooking
Okay?
without a stove.
Yeah, look, man, relax. But you know what's really funny? The fact that she brought this up and the fact that they're trying to meet the basic needs of the Jaguars.
Exactly. And in the beginning of her speech,
I
she
see what
said
you
no
did
hate.
there.
You heard in the beginning of her speech, she said no hate to the Jaguars.
Before enhancing areas that already have functioning infrastructure, we must ensure every resident has reliable sewage, safe water, functional streetlights, and safe roads. It is both the ethically right thing to do and essential for long-term financial health and growth. If basic needs aren't met, human behavior is completely dominated by survival instinct.
And the thing is, she actually has a point because we're up here talking about a Jaguar exhibit and meeting their needs. She cooked.
If basic needs aren't met, human behavior is completely dominated by survival instincts. We cannot have a thriving city if a significant portion of our residents are struggling to meet basic needs. I wish the mayor was here. A mayor for all the people prioritizes the most vulnerable because it lifts the entire community.
Not just the Jaguars.
The mayor actually inspired me to get off the internet and come in person.
Shit.
Oh, you're about to say that. Oh,
shit.
Was disgusted at the way he spoke to the citizens and to some of y'all.
Shit. Ma'am, could you get up off the gas? Not the big deep sigh. I haven't heard somebody sigh out of frustration in a long time. That lady was fed the fuck up. Yeah.
that's the type of sigh you supposed to be scared of when it comes from a woman.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one you hear before. Click, click.
When a woman's
I couldn't tell who he works for or who he thinks he works for.
Oh.
It's not true.
Uh-oh, there go Donna. There go Donna cock blocking.
There she go.
There she go cock blocking.
It's not Jermaine.
It's not Jermaine. It's
I thought
not
it was the city
Jermaine.
council's job to do that though. That's a real question.
What?
Because no. Hold up, bring it back. So Donna works for the council, and right now she's telling them, which is what do you call it when you telling somebody to do something? Like she's referring to them to tell her that she's not Jermaine, right?
Right.
She's consulting them, she's counseling them. But for the meeting on May, right? May 5th, when we wanted
Come on, man. Let
to
it go.
talk about the veto,
Let it go, man. Let
she
it
didn't
go.
counsel them then,
didn't
but
say
she's
shit.
counseling them now.
Yeah, she didn't say shit.
I got a problem with Donna. Straight up. I do.
She didn't say shit.
She's been up there a long time, they say. So she knows her job, whether it don't matter who's up there. Do your job right every time. Show some integrity.
She said it's not Jermaine.
When
That
men
ain't
are
true.
deeply emotional, they
Ms.
make
Wild.
poor decisions.
Can I stop you for a minute?
Now, she asked politely, could she stop her? Right.
Politely, she didn't say, Mr. White, Mr. White,
Get the fuck off the
Mr.
microphone,
White,
motherfucker.
don't talk about the beat down.
Yeah. Get the fuck off the microphone.
And see, that's why enough is enough. You either going to treat everybody the same or you're not going to treat them the same. And what we've noticed with Cynthia Perry, when white folks up there, let's just break it on down. When white folks up there, they get to say whatever they want to say as long as they want to say it. But when Mr. White or even Shamir, anybody else get up and say something, she got an issue. That's a black and white. That's literally what goes on when she's sitting in that seat. Ain't no denying, oh, maybe that's just only every now and then. No, she does it all the time. She smiles and laughs and joke with white people standing up there, like the lady that she was talking to that needed something to prove. Oh, yeah, I'm going to bring my boys by for get his hair cut.
No shit. I forgot about that.
Come
I
on.
forgot about that.
Nah,
Come
yeah,
on
she
now.
said it. But
Come
when
on.
Miss Jackson went up there trying to get a program to help, she has Humanity 2020. She has mental health resources to help
Yeah,
advocate for the
she
police
tried to
get
stop
there
that.
to de-escalate situations, which
She tried
APD
to
is not
control
trained
how
to
much time
do,
that lady.
right?
She
Y'all
said
deny
that
her like, okay, yeah.
yeah, she
No,
said
go ahead.
that I'll give you 5 minutes.
Yeah, isn't that something?
Yeah,
Isn't that something?
that is. That is.
So you got a problem with your own color, Cynthia. That's what I'm seeing.
Why do y'all keep telling that lady she's correct on shit?
Because I'm
Every
not,
time,
shut up,
every
Tabar.
time
I'm
y'all
not correct
tell her-
on everything.
No,
I'm not
every
correct
time
on
you tell
everything.
her she's
Now,
right
come on
about
now.
something, her head gets a little bit bigger.
Whatever, Tabars. Whatever. But my
Stop
thing
using
is, she
my
needs
real
to
name.
stop
It
that.
says 10 on here.
You know what? She really needs to stop that because it's very noticeable. It's very noticeable.
Well, them people out of District 3 is noticing. So I don't know how many more times she gonna be able to do it.
I'd like to know if the mayor has brown water.
Damn.
Thank you for your comment.
Also, ironically, plot twist, if you will, that young lady just also happens to be a constituent of District 3.
Yep.
Fail. The driver's side door open.
Sorry.
A day
What else
later.
you got going on over there?
Oh, now she watching. Oh, now she watching other stuff.
Yeah, she is. How rude. That's y'all
Apologize.
hero? That's y'all hero? That's who y'all look up to? That's who you talking about? You're absolutely correct.
Oh, wait, she watching a whole other show. That's messed up.
I am
Y'all.
not watching the show. I am
Thank
not
you.
watching the show. I promise you, I'm not.
Now, I will say this. McCaffrey looked completely lost. He was like, shit, how the fuck we let that how we let that one get through?
Nah, what we gonna? How
All in
I'ma,
favor?
damn, how I'ma talk to Roy about this one?
Yeah,
How I'ma keep him calm about this one?
yeah.
Roy's sitting up there watching.
Opposed, motion carried.
Number 40, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the proposal received from Wesco distribution for 15 kV cable to construct underground tie for the electric distribution
I'm
department.
definitely fast forward through this shit.
Moved by Councilman Fowler, second by Councilman Ballard. Public comments by Mr. White. You're
The
welcome.
only thing, when we put all this stuff underground, and if we have a water event or anything like that, that could pose a problem too by putting all those wires underground and everything. I'm for keeping.
Do you not understand?
Dan,
that
he don't understand. He don't
technology,
understand.
If they put it underground, they damn sure it's insulated, sir.
Oh gosh, he don't understand how that works at all.
Now, mind you, if we're talking
Oh,
about
God.
somebody that's going to be like a public speaker, he's definitely getting the reps in. Like he's
Yeah.
definitely getting his practice on because he says a lot of shit all the time. But
He does, but that doesn't make any sense what he's saying. I mean, somebody needed to inform him about that before he got
Miss
up there and
Sharita,
spoke.
but didn't you say that in certain neighborhoods, like in white neighborhoods, they have
Yeah,
the power lines, they have them where they
underground.
they absolutely do.
underground, and then you
Yeah.
said that the bad, the I don't even know how to say it. The worst, the black neighborhoods have the ones above.
Above ground.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you know what
Exactly.
that means, right? They have
Mhm.
fiber optic cables, so they have high speed internet in their neighborhoods.
Mm-hmm.
They have
And electricity,
underground utility
you
lines,
got
right? And
yeah, the
underground
utility don't go
lines,
out as quick either
their utilities don't go out at all in the thunderstorm.
because it's underground. It's
It's
protected.
underground.
That's a good project to do. Go around these different districts to
Mm-hmm.
see if their
Their
wires
lines
are
are above
above
ground or below
ground or
ground.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
that'd be
you
good.
can in the trees because sometimes they have to go and cut. Do you remember like whenever you see them go and cut trees down, it's because it's on the wires, which affects people's
Okay.
utilities.
Okay. So you didn't lose a fan when you started watching another project over there. Yeah. Y'all better stop. She's misleading y'all.
She is not being a moral citizen right now.
Oh,
Things
not a
above ground, and that way
moral
you can look and see if there's a problem and everything. Once you put it underground, you don't know, where the problem may be or anything like that. So that's my comment.
Thank you. Discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Resolution public hearing, community development, number 41, to continue a public hearing, taking action on the cost of demolition of the following structure, 2211 North Macon Drive.
A motion and a second to open public.
Yeah, okay. So, woo. It only took us 5 hours, 5.5 hours. All right. Yeah, that's not bad. Not bad at all. Man. And that
Yeah.
is wild shit right there, buddy.
It's interesting. It's very interesting. But this is what I would like to definitely do for you guys. Suggest you guys read up on the history of Alexandria. Read up on Rapides Parish history. And you guys will learn a lot. We did it long time ago when we broke out that book, and Tavares read the book out loud to us, literally.
Mhm.
And we learned it's what is that? Rapides Parish?
It's the history of Rapides
Peace
Parish.
Parish. I had a copy of it here at one time, but I don't know if I still have it. But yeah, it's very interesting, and you learn a lot about what
By Sue. Her name is Sue Eakin.
and David Holcomb, the old director of the health unit, the Department of Health and Human Resources, he actually did the artwork on it, which I thought was kind of different, but he actually did the artwork for the book. Now, that book goes all the way back to the beginning of how Rapides Parish came into play, the whole 9 yards. No, it has a green copy on it. It's green. Remember the one we got a green, what's the name? It had a green copy cover. Let's say cover, but that's probably the same book. But yeah, it was a very interesting book, and we learned a lot about a lot of stuff. We learned about all the different wars. We learned about people who kept. He had a group of them that kept getting away from the war because they didn't want to fight in the war. Remember the ones who got away to ours? Yeah, no, it's that one. No, that one, the green one right there. That's the one we got. It's really good. It's a real good book. How much is that book now?
We have it. You have it. You have
I
it.
gotta see. I gotta see. I don't know. It's probably packed
It's in
up.
my book. It's in my book collection that you got.
Okay.
Oh, it's free.
Oh, okay.
It
You
better be
guys.
free because you probably just looking at the preview.
No,
Don't get me excited.
no, it's all there. It's all there.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, literally, we read page to page, didn't we,
I
Tavares?
gotta read this now.
It was very interesting. Very. Now, we were talking earlier about the Bentley, talking about the lumber tycoon. You guys, what y'all don't understand what they did when we talk about Puckwood and we talk about Creosote and all that. Well, when me, Dr. Bowes, and Miss Agnes, we went and we looked up the records. Do you know people all the way from China was coming over here, and because people who owned the land, they didn't understand that they were being beat out their land. Do you know that they were getting beat out thousands and thousands of acres when they found out that Puckwood was on that land, that lumber was on that land?
So what
They were
happened
coming.
was the Indians, the natives that were here, we were here. What they were doing was they were crediting them, they were trading with them, and they were crediting them and then spiking up the price. And in exchange for them not being able to pay, they would take their land.
Yep. Bolton did that. That's who did that. Bolton.
Hold on.
The one, Bolton Avenue, the guy from Bolton Avenue, who's
GW
named after, he was the one who was doing that to them, beating them out of their land.
There he goes. G.W. Bolton.
Yep. He was beating them out of their land.
George Washington Bolton, ironically. Man, that's crazy.
I definitely got to read this. And then it got pictures. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, this is the Nick Velota groceries. Nick Velota. You know, this is Louisiana College when it was in the tool shed. This is oh, wait. Oh. This is about Camp Livingston. What's ironically missing from all this? Black folks. I think that's the old Bolton High School. Oh, I mean, it was something else completely. But hold on, let me see if I can zoom in. Oh, yeah, I can.
I guess they build up on it. You know, just kept adding to it, I guess.
Above, Lincoln Williams of Cheneyville worked for the education of freed Black in the Bayou Boat area until his death in 1920. An integrated school was later named in his honor. Things you don't know.
Well, that can't be Bowden.
No, that's I think that's in Plaquemine Parish. Oh, what did I say it was? Cheneyville. Cheneyville. Then you got the Pope was here. That wasn't the Pope. These shapes are weird and off-putting, and they're disturbing my soul.
He said off-putting.
Yeah, it's just weird. I don't know why they got all those weird ass shapes and shit. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's a very interesting story. The history of Alexandria and because you know at one time was a port city because of Red River.
This is the old Bentley, right?
Did you say some Black people couldn't go to it?
Yeah, no, Black people weren't allowed to go to it until the 60s.
Oh, hell no.
Thought that's what you said.
That's what Alexandria used to look like. As you can see, that building, right? That building was there.
That's Rapides right there, hospital?
I forgot which building this is.
Can't really tell.
This is the old City Hall, right? But this building's downtown. I know this building. I don't know what this is. This would be where the bus depot is now. Yeah. This is where the bus depot is now. This is where the old city hall used to be here, but they replaced it. Right? If that's the bus depot, then this has got to be the Weiss and Goldring building's got to be somewhere in here somewhere. But oh yeah, this is the Lee Street before they killed all the black people that was there that night. Oh, that's 4th and Murray. All right. And then you got the broke ground at the corner of Texas and Masonic Drive for a new Catholic hospital. So that was the Cabrini Hospital. A new Jewish temple was built and the congregation moved away from its 1908 home downtown in 1952, where niggas wasn't even allowed to be after dark, to Louisiana Baptist building on MacArthur Drive, right? So the Baptist building is also a Jewish temple. Bet you didn't know that. Let's see. Now, all right, bottom left is Louis Berry, graduate of Howard University, the only black attorney in Alexandria, 1950s, fought for civil rights and equality throughout the 1960s. The bottom, okay, so the new city hall erected opposite the Hotel Bentley under the direction of Mayor George Bowden. The hall and convention center were completed in 1963 and designed by the firm Baron Heimberg and Mercado. So when they talk about the Mercado's restaurant, that's their claim to fame. Let's see. The new system allowed for creation of a new magnet school. Housed at Peabody High School in 1975, the integration mandate would remain in place for decades until 2006, as the system struggled to adjust. The parish itself faced the same long struggle to shake off vestiges of past injustices. Rapides Parish would not elect a black judge until 1992.
Your history is drenched
It's fuck.
in disgrace, discrimination, and racism.
Not the heritage. Damn. All right, let's see who some of these people are. Families that have contributed to the development and economic base of Rapides Parish. Damn, they snitching. So you got Doug Young Nancy, the Episcopal Diocese, Clico, Snell's Orthotics,
This is insane.
Huh?
I said, this is insane.
Yeah.
I've
Renaissance
seen
Home for the
all these.
Youth.
Oh, look, Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Clico. Pentecostals.
Pentecostals. There you go.
There you go.
But they said that they don't run nothing around here.
Calvary Baptist. The Lloyd
Any
Hall
black
Plantation.
businesses up here?
Not the Lloyd Hall Plantation.
Oh. Any black businesses?
Man, let me get the hell off of this.
I need to see.
Damn black
What else?
business.
What else did it say? Was that it?
I know that what did. I just went over the highlight of it.
I need to
Tamar,
see.
just put it where she can see it. Why are you
I
turn
don't,
it back?
because I'm moving on.
Oh, ooh,
Turn it back. Quit being rude.
rude.
This is a special thanks. It's not people that run Alexandria, but
Man, scroll it down.
that's it.
Oh, okay.
Shit.
Um,
Then why he didn't just say that?
yeah, I know.
No, because you over there listening to your goddamn mentor, and
Who?
she got you. You got you.
Why he mad? You forgot we still
I'm
live?
not mad.
We still live. I just want you to know that.
That's the Doug Young Nursery.
Yeah.
All right. Who's this guy? Is a wholesome grower offering. He's a planter, if you know what I mean.
And you got to remember, we're talking about Rapides Parish, not just Alexandria. But you notice there's no black people, right?
None. I haven't seen one yet.
Not one,
Besides the one
right?
that they've been saying have been the first to do something.
Exactly. Do you have a
But
short arm? I'm sorry.
Come on, man. Fuck.
do what?
Nothing.
Damn. They eating good. I know that.
Ain't they though?
Isn't this educational?
Yeah. Very.
It is very
It
interesting.
make me hate. I hate to say it, but it make me hate this place even more. Like it make me feel not complete. It make me feel like I'm supposed to be in Africa somewhere. Like I'm not feeling.
Hell no.
Not
And then you want to
Africa.
leave this motherfucker? Hell no.
That's how I'm feeling though.
I told
Everything
you.
is so whitewashed. Like I feel like how was I born here? There's no way.
I know they tried to erase y'all. Yeah, that mindset.
Snails, limbs, braces, and trusses.
That's wheelchairs.
No, it's prosthetics.
Yeah.
Same thing. Snails.
This is right after they got done beating a nigger up.
Stop, Tabar. But y'all notice that a lot of these people had multiple businesses. They didn't have just one business. That's why I don't
Exactly.
understand why people, you know,
And they still
golly.
in business today.
Huh?
And they still in business
Yeah, that's what
today.
I'm saying. That's why I tell people when you're doing, don't just stick to one business. Have many streams. Make it work.
Look at the POA in the 50s.
Yeah, man, if that don't look like a cult, I don't know what the hell it look like.
Oh man. Somebody take a screenshot of this shit.
I can't because you got us in the way.
Yeah, you got us in the way.
Oh, damn. Hold on.
You can take us down.
Yeah, I can. Hold on.
Wow, that's a lot of people, y'all.
Oh my gosh. Get it right.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna be able to do it.
Yeah.
You can just take a screenshot later, I guess. I don't know.
No, it's a button I can hit. There we go.
Okay, I moved the comments.
Okay.
Oh, wow. That's a lot
Got
of
it.
people.
Got it.
Now, y'all, okay, so I want to know when the first time Black people start going to Pentecostal Alexandria.
Nah,
That's
that's
what
a
I want
good
to know.
one. Who was the first person? Who was the black first? I can't even say it. God don't want me to say it.
Yeah, that's what
God
it
don't want me
is.
to say it. Who was the first black person to be baptized?
At Pentecostal Alexandria. I don't know.
I bet you they peed in the water.
So stupid.
They
And
probably
I'm not even
bleached the
talking about
water.
the person that they got baptized. I'm talking about the Pentecostals.
Now,
probably
I
bleached the
know
water, too.
that they didn't want Black Pentecostal preachers at that POA. That's why they had a whole nother POA to go to.
Began as a small congregation nestled within the heart of flourishing Alexandria, Louisiana, nearly a century ago, has grown beyond the wildest dreams of its founder. The church was originally pastored by Reverend L.L. Hall and in 1933 by Reverend A.T. Morgan. As the group of 17 moved throughout the city, meeting in various gathering places. What does that sound like to you?
Well, he's a Hall.
No, what does that sound like? Okay, so it's the 50s, and we're moving about segregated Alexandria, and we're picking up people, moving about, having late night meetings, talking about the cross. I ain't saying that. Gathering places. Later, a property was purchased at 16th and Day Street, where Reverend Morgan and his family utilized the existing house as their parsonage. They then affiliated with Pentecostal Church Incorporated. The visionary congregation began immediately to construct the building facing 16th Street. By the January 1937, church membership had grown to 50 members. As the church grew, Reverend Morgan began reaching out to the outlying communities under his leadership. The Alexandria Church was instrumental in establishing the Pentecostal churches in these communities. With the outreach and growth of the church came a need for help, which came in the form of two young ministers, Reverend A.L. Clanton, who was remembered for his musical abilities, and Reverend Chester Milliam, who assisted greatly in the youth department. Reverend Clanton left for a time, but eventually returned to fill the role of pastor and stayed until 1948. Reverend W.R. Pardue served as an interim pastor for the couple years that followed. Reverend Clanton's departure. By this time, the Alexandria Church had become affiliated with the United Pentecostal Church. Reverend Gerald Archie Mangan, a young minister who had preached during the revival in March of 1950, was called in to pastor the church. A native of Plymouth, Indiana, he and his wife and his young son moved into the old parsonage on 16th Street. Brother Mangan was described by many as the fireman preacher because of his quick response to any call of distress, day or night, while Mrs. Mangan was talented musically and extraordinarily helpmate to her husband. A tent revival held not long after the Mangans arrived saw many people added to the church. Sunday school enrollment increased, so a bus was purchased to help bring young people to the church. Mrs. Mangan quickly took to these new converts under her care, forming a choir and teaching Sunday school class. And that, folks, is the story of the Pentecostals.
Remember when the Mangans used to come to the city council meeting?
That's when they had to come, right? Now they don't got to come. They got somebody up there for them. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. All these people have representatives up there for them specifically. And you got UTLX, Alexandria VA Medical Center. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Now, right here, I think they didn't tear any of this down, did they? No, they didn't. Now it's been rebuilt. Somewhat rebuilt. You got the Kisatchie National Forest, Alexandria House of Flowers, the Renaissance. Look at the Renaissance. We can make a difference. Has long been the rallying cry of the dedicated staff and board members of the Rapides Parish Innovative Renaissance Home for Youth. Now they're getting more beds for your kids to get locked up in. Yay. These are legacy people in Alexandria. These are the people that you won't be able to, they won't let Alexandria move forward without these people. Yeah, that's how I can say it. Like that's how tied to the past that they are. Now, mind you, we're talking about pre-civil rights Alexandria. This is the era, this is one of the heights of the era's post Reconstruction, where nigga hating was a hobby and it was observed. And I'm not saying these people hated black folks. I'm not. But I'm just saying, not to comfort in. This feels like an advertisement. I don't know about that. Uh-oh, is that George Bush? Absolutely is. Yeah. Yeah, that's George Bush speaking at the Central Louisiana Chamber of Commerce. Founded in 1914, the now Central Louisiana Chamber of Commerce has from inception occupied a position of economic, social, and political leadership throughout the multi-parish region. It immediately cemented its active heritage by proposing to relocate the state capital from Baton Rouge to Alexandria. Wait, what? It immediately cemented its active heritage. What do you mean active heritage? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Uh, 1914 Act of Heritage of Alexandria. Louisiana. Oh, well, let's do AI mode. All right. The year 1914 was a transformative milestone for the cultural, civic, and economic heritage of Alexandria, Louisiana. During this pre-World War I era, the city underwent an economic awakening, establishing lasting civic networks, and reshaped its downtown architectural fabric. The Chamber of Commerce birthed on March 30th, 1914, with exactly 250 local business leaders gathered at the iconic Hotel Bentley, where niggas wasn't allowed to be. Y'all don't like, do y'all get it? Like, none of these people, listen, all right. The city motto, a community contest in April 1914, coined Alexandria's progressive slogan, Unity, Opportunity, Alexandria. Now, when they're talking about 1914 Alexandria, what unity are they talking about? Hello? No. Hello?
You asking us a question like we don't know what you're talking about, Tavares.
What unity could they possibly be referring to in 1914 Alexandria?
It wasn't none of us.
Of course it wasn't us. They met at the Hotel Bentley in 1914 when we all know that a nigga
What
couldn't
you
be
talking
in the-
about? You talking about Ku Klux Klan?
I feel like that might be the answer. It might be the answer. Damn. The Confederate Monument in 1914, the Thomas More Overton chapter of the United Daughters of the Confederacy dedicated a prominent soldier monument originally erected at the City Hall Square. It remains a subject of modern legal and cultural heritage debate regarding its placement on public courthouse grounds. Huh. Well, it immediately cemented its active heritage by proposing to relocate the state capital from Baton Rouge to Alexandria. Though denied, the state was set for unrelenting visibility. The stage was set for unrelenting visibility, to include having provided some of Louisiana's most colorful governors. The hallmark of the region have included continuous attention to expansion and improvement to the highways, aviation, rail, and Red River, means of transportation, engagement in levels of education, healthcare, agriculture, forest products, government, and the military remain prominent. The chamber led the campaigns to establish large veterans hospitals and permanent National Guard facilities in the area and convert a closing U.S. Air Force base to a community uses. It's shown during the historic Mississippi River and tributaries, the floods of 1927, involving itself in all areas of humanitarian concerns, business protection and recovery, maintenance and community function, and blah, blah, blah. In the 1930s, it began the concerted and still continued effort to improve commercial aviation in Central Louisiana, making Louisiana more business friendly, mainly through modifying existing laws. They have unceasingly taken the initiative to broaden the local industrial and commercial base, aggressively recruited outside businesses while fostering growth and expansion in existing ones, financed advanced community capital planning, zoning and land use projects, and created and supported numerous local development boards. The crowning achievement was fostering community assumption for the former England Air Force Base upon the base realignment and closure commission closure decision. The Chamber has been a consistent leader in exploring innovative means to further develop the current and future workforce of the region and accommodate the scope of now future local business needs of all descriptions. The Chamber has a historic legacy of stepping up when the occasion warranted. Now, you want to know what they don't have a history of? Including Black folks, unless they actually had to. And it's never like a group of Black folks. It's usually just one. It's always just one, actually. I encourage you guys to go look this up, man. Oh, there go my city. Uh-oh. Turn up. Oh, look at that construction. Look at that bridge. Look how great that looks from a book. Hey, ain't that your boy? Oh no, that's a facility. Oh, that's the Heart of Louisiana Credit Union. Let's see. The glue physical mass. Okay. All right. Let's see if any of these people are the sponsors. Absolutely. Actually, all these people are sponsors. So that's why they got a section in the book. That makes sense. Makes sense. Oh, yeah, I remember this book. Yeah, I remember the back of it. Well, guys, that's the end of that. But we will. Oh, it said $34. I didn't pay that for it. Wow, folks. Aren't you impressed? Nope. Okay. Say less. Stop sharing. All right. Hold on. So we absolutely can go through this book. We absolutely can go to this book. Let me see. I can download the e-paper. Oh, it's free. It's a free book. Yeah, it's a free book. I will download it. Just in case they try to get away with deleting it. All right.
Send me the link, please.
Okay. A 16th a day, isn't there where Mount Zion is? I don't know. The old city hall was in front of where the current one is, where they have the fence at. They still have the cornerstone. Yep. And the Confederate monument used to be right there too. I believe the Confederate monument used to be where the parking lot is now. And then they had that illegal parade. Let's see. Yeah. All right, we're gonna lay down our burdens right here. Okay. And what we'll do is we'll return Friday, which is tomorrow, I guess.
Yeah, that's where it's at, Gregory. Sorry.
We'll
Yeah, that's
return.
where my sign at. Yep, that address.
We'll return Friday, tomorrow. Is it midnight? Oh yeah, it's midnight. Yeah, it's midnight. All right. Yeah, guys. We're going to return tomorrow with another show, wrap up the week. We did really good. I'm really proud of everybody and all your efforts to do better and be better. Give yourself a round of applause. Thank you to the 7 people that hung around. Appreciate you.
Yep. UCN after dark.
After dark.
After dark. After midnight. After midnight.
Yeah, after midnight.
Is that more appropriate? Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. Oh, wait. They told us not to play that anymore. We got to get it cleared.